Dean, I'm in a conundrum.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I am in a conundrum.
What kind of conundrum?
Many conundrums, but the one that I want to speak on today, and I'm seeking advice from the Council of Collectors here, the chat, the people here. There we go. I love it, Eddie. In the absence of like a Hot Toys, right? Like a high end, I wouldn't buy a statue of this license. But in the absence of like a really nice 6-inch scale figure, 1/6 scale figure, I feel like I may need to go to like a doll, like an actual doll.
Oh God!
And it's for the Wicked,
Yeah,
Elphaba and Glinda, and I really don't think Hot Toys is gonna do it. I like if it was Disney, because they've done Belle, right? I could see them doing that.
But it's not Disney.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not. So I feel like the chances are slim to none. My question:
You can never go full Barbie, bro.
Well, yeah, this is like full Barbie, bro. But it's the deluxe version, so it's like a little less Barbie.
No,
I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna do it. I'm like this
DX
close.
Barbie.
Yeah, it's rooted in DX. Artisan, I think, is what they call it.
USB?
Is it for
no
you,
USB.
or is it for the whole family?
No, for me, bro. Fuck the family. It's for me.
Jeez.
I'm gonna be defying gravity, bro. I'm gonna be fucking swishing that bitch around, just like in the movie.
I can't condone this.
Because then I'm thinking like, well, if I can 3D print a portrait, like, make like upgrade it, maybe like a She-Hulk body. I don't know. I'm thinking big time here. I don't know what to do. So I need an Equan's in the chat hating right now, but we were talking about this together, like greenlighting each other. No pun intended. What are we thinking here?
Yeah, Zach, I've had the same thought actually. I was in the Disney store at Disneyland looking at an America Chavez. Maybe it was Barbie. I don't think it was though. It was it was a doll basically. And I was like, it's kind of close to Hot Toys. They're never gonna make this. And then I had to talk myself into, listen, the hobby that you partake in, to each their own, but it's already pretty borderline in terms of dolls. And I think going that extra step, I couldn't do it. So I'd say hold strong and just say that, you're a figure collector and not a doll collector. But once you slip into that realm, you can't defend.
It's tough.
Yeah,
because even
once
even
you
the
get
Lego,
that, you become what everybody says we are.
No,
You're
I'm not
Smithers,
doing like the
officially.
whole, who. I'm not doing the naked body swaps. You know,
That's
what I'm
a
saying?
dark path, man.
That's the dark side to me. That's when you cross the line. This is like skirting the line, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get canceled, so I'm gonna hold my tongue. But
Wow.
don't.
For what? Canceled because of the doll? Because of Wicked.com?
Yeah.
No. Can't articulate it like a cancel.
I think there's a good chance Hot Toys will make them.
Really?
Because
I think
popular right now, dude.
I think so. On one of our listeners, actually, he had posted on OSR that he really wanted them. I don't want to say his name because I think he was really upset that the community.
Lane Kramer.
No, it wasn't Lane. The community was kind of bashing him, like this is stupid, and he felt real bad. And I was like, dude, I would buy.
Chipped in if I
would
saw
buy
that
the fuck
post.
out of both of them.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Because you're my friend, I'm just gonna say no. But if it was a random guy I saw the post, I would have definitely bashed as well. In fact, now that I'm learning that Marco almost did it, it's making me hate Marco even more.
You were standing next to me. I had it. I was about to grab it, and I was like, "Oh no,
nowhere
he's
near
gonna
you.
judge."
Yeah.
Yeah, especially because a lot of the times on the show we're we collect these things because they're realistic. They're off the screen, and then you go buy a Barbie to. It's
but is that any different than getting an anime girl thing?
No,
I guess
make
to me
fun
that's
of them
the same
just
level.
as much.
Yeah.
Like the different anime girl statues.
Are you trying to drag Dean down? Is that what you're trying?
Yeah,
to
he's
do?
trying
No,
to
I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying. If you're drawing
Yeah,
the line, where's the line?
But I'm not putting anime girls with my Hot Toys. My anime girls are with my anime girls. It's a completely different area.
So I need to buy. So you're saying I need to buy Galinda also. That's what you're saying.
And you have to keep them separate.
Oh, I see. Same, but different.
No, but he's talking about doing Hot Toys body swap on a fucking
No,
Barbie doll.
I'm saying it could be done. I think it could be done.
I think this would make great
anything's
content, honestly,
possible,
Zach.
but-
I think to support the channel, you
Yeah.
should do this. I think you should
would
just
be.
pose the question: is it still
Can
a
you
doll
make a
after
separate
I'm
channel
done?
into it?
Holy cow.
Yeah, it's called. This is what the channel. Actually, Dean, that's a great question. This is what the channel. Where the fuck is all the clips at? Where the hell did they do with our clips?
You're
I'm
on
in
the wrong
thing. Oh my god.
Yeah, sorry, we should have told you.
Thanks. Yeah, really.
My bad.
This is what the new
I
channel.
just noticed.
This is my show. I do what the hell I want on my show.
Weekly. That's what it's going to be called.
You still got the wrong screen up.
Yeah, I know.
I think
too
it
busy
would
trying to
make.
find the clip.
I think those videos would get a lot of views of your.
Look, let me show you
journey
the
to
doll in
doing
question.
this.
Honestly,
Yeah, you gotta
it's,
show us.
it's so popular. I
It's
would not be
deluxe, though.
surprised to
It's
see
the
some
deluxe, though.
third-party companies going to do it, and then you can maybe go off of that.
You know,
Hot
I
Toys
would
though,
wait
right?
to see if maybe Hot Toys does cos babies and then go from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what Ben would say. Yeah.
Because they just did Squid Game cos babies, and now I'm like, ooh, they could be doing the
Look at this
squids.
Dean without glasses
I'd
has got a
rock
real Millhouse vibe going on right there.
I don't like it.
I've never seen it before.
I don't like it.
I love it, dude. It's even got the broom.
No, I'm talking about me without glasses.
Oh, I would say this is artisan. I think is what Hot Toys would call this, right?
Wow.
This might be in art.
The
Dude,
likeness
in art
is
is
crazy.
Should you wait for
detailed,
in
though.
art?
Well, if I wait for in art, it'd be fucking Wicked Part 3 would be coming out by that point.
That's like artisan, the way like artisan bread is at a grocery store. It's not
Wow.
really artisan. It's just not repackaged
Like
the way
Star
it usually
Ace
is.
artisan.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm real tempted. I'll be honest. I'm like, someone Photoshop me like this. Someone Photoshop that. That would be even
Jesus.
better.
Wow.
That could be me. I'd be
That
doing
looks
my
like-
Wicked doll.
Isn't that
America
America
Chavez.
Chavez?
America Chavez. Nothing American about that.
Wow.
I think I'd rather you get the She-Hulk and make that into the Wicked. Than,
I could be defying gravity, boys.
I don't. I can't be seen with you anymore. If
Okay, Eddie, you look
I'll
like
have to
fucking.
quit.
You look like fucking. You look like Jigsaw in the club. Don't fucking come at me like that.
Jigsaw.
I don't even know what
What?
that
What
Yeah,
does
I
that
don't even
mean?
get the joke.
Look up. Look. Hang on. Let me find it real quick.
He doesn't have makeup on and
No. Hang on.
cheeks.
In all
Jigsaw
seriousness,
in
though,
hip
like
clothing.
we're busting balls, but I really
Oh,
don't care.
okay.
Like honestly, get
I get it.
a doll, whatever. Like if it makes you happy, as long as it's not taking away someone's rights. Yeah, go.
Yeah,
That's you right now, you fucking guy.
it's your collection, man.
10 out of 10.
Holy shit.
Oh man. Well. I don't know. I guess I'm not. Maybe if you see a little green in the background, just look the other way. You know what I'm saying? Now I know how Elphaba felt in the movie. I know how she felt now.
Her name is Alphabet.
Elphaba. You haven't seen the movie? You haven't seen
my
Wicked?
God.
No, you're not gonna acknowledge it.
I said no.
Anyway. Oh, okay. Well,
I'm
hate
saying
to hear
Sonic
boys.
3, brother. That comes out soon.
yeah, that's better.
Are you an angel?
What?
An angel. I heard the deep space pilots talk about them. They're the most beautiful creatures in the universe.
Hello there.
We are tonight's entertainment.
We would be honored if you would join us.
He's got a billion toys.
You brought in the doll collection. These are not dolls, Jim. These are commodities. Same as gold or oil.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You are now listening to the Collecting Weekly podcast.
This is the true form of floor gang right here. Very nice. YouTube.com/collectingweekly. Thank you very much. That's very cool. Big.
Hey guys, my name is Zach.
Dean.
I'm Marco.
I'm Eddie.
I'm Mike.
Welcome to this week's episode of Collecting Weekly. It's a weekly podcast where my friends and I talk about the things that matter the most to us this week in collecting.
That's right. We want to thank everyone out there watching, whether you're live in TV land, YouTube, or you're catching us on the replay, Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts. If you are watching us live, like, subscribe, comment, super chat, all the good stuff. It makes us feel good. Really good.
There you go. We have a great show planned for you guys tonight.
Best.
We have so much to talk about. So many news. Let's see what we got in the chat. We got Toy Mafia, Badfish, Trevor Weed, Clinton Martin, Mike the Cisco Collector, Universal Key, Charlie the Unicorn, DeCoolio, Sean Forrester, Badfish says Kimbo Zach off the island. I am the island, my friend. Pedro Lopez, SpongeBob SquareBalls, my sweet SpongeBob. Let's see here. Jason Nelson, Super Tony Productions. Hello, everyone. Pedro says I just started collecting Dracula dolls from Monster High. Dude, Vivi loves Monster High. They got some cool stuff there. Let's see here. We got Moose. We got X-Man Supreme.
The Moose is on the loose.
Do we got? I think that's it. Eddie in the chat as well. Dean, we have a very special segment that we start off all of our best shows with.
Yeah, you guys ready?
Yes.
It's new this week.
Yeah. What'd you get new this week? I had a pretty good week. It's all Sonic stuff this week.
Yeah. Son of a. Hate to
Let's
see
go.
it.
You can't keep getting away with it.
Yeah, so I finally got Supersonic from the third movie. I never got the one from the second movie, so this is cool.
God, he's done it more than once.
Yeah, he's got the updated articulation in a larger scale, so that's always cool. So shout out Supersonic. I finally got Mephiles, which this is the first time I've paid over retail for one of these figures. And it was just pissing me off. I was like, fuck it, I'm buying it. So
is this like Supersonic, but Sonic after he got a disease, or what's the story?
No, so this. Do you really want me to explain it?
Kind of, yeah.
Sonic.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, in one of the games, Sonic 06, there's some time travel going on, and this essentially it's like a demon gets let loose. And Shadow confronts the demon and it takes Shadow's form. So it looks like this. But it doesn't really look like this. It's just how it interacts with the people around him. So like, honestly, he doesn't even have feet. He just like hovers. That's why it comes with this little crystal thing. And he like doesn't have a mouth. He's real creepy. His name's Mephiles.
Worse than I could have imagined. The explanation was.
So like, yeah, and then when you're playing the game in the present, he's really fucking pissed off at Shadow, and Shadow's like, I don't even know who the fuck you are, dude. And then he sends you back in time, and then you kick his ass in the past, and that's why he knows you in the present. It's weird. It's time travel's fucking weird, but yeah. So that's Mephiles, and then I got the Heavy King from Sonic Mania. He's in a couple games, but Sonic Mania specifically, he's just one of Eggman's robots. Really cool. And then I got another two things from my sister today. There's this like Sonic statue. It's like it's itty bitty, but it's like he's running around in like paint. Like it's just like a colorful little statue. And then I finally got the Shadow. What are these called, Zach? Nendroid, thank you. Yeah, so now I have Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, and now Shadow. So hopefully they keep making characters. So I love Sonic stuff, so I'll always buy it.
Dude,
so.
The movie toys are spoiling the movie for me.
Oh, I know, dude. It's pissing me off. And then people post them like on YouTube video, like thumbnails. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, you couldn't have said like Sonic toy spoil. What the hell is this?
Yeah, the Supersonic one that you had, I saw a while ago, so I had already seen it, but then I seen something else today, and I was like, damn.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, because I don't think I knew in the second movie about Supersonic until I saw it in the movie. I don't think I was spoiled on that. But
yeah,
you just spoiled
they
it for
didn't
me.
show it.
Thanks.
he just showed
Yeah,
it.
thanks, guys.
Oh, and
Well, it's
But-
also, it's what, 2 years old now. I
Yeah.
feel like that's on you. But
That's not acceptable.
yeah, so the shadow that goes with this Sonic just went up for pre-order like a month ago, so I should be getting that one too.
Nice.
But yeah, that's my haul this week.
Wow. Very good. Marco, what'd you get?
Yeah, nice pickups, Dean. Yeah, so I got the PlayStation Portal, something that I was planning to get, and they actually have had some really good deals on the standard one. So I was just planning to get a standard version. They did a restock of this 30th anniversary edition, which is insanely cool. Like, I really like this colorway. And so I had to just try to get one, even though it's like after the sale, you're paying a pretty good markup from the base price, and then you're obviously not getting an additional discount, but I felt like it might be worth it. And I'm really liking the Portal a lot. I know Zach's had his for a while. I think Mike just picked one up. And it's, it has its limitations for sure. It's not a perfect device, but when you go in kind of knowing what to expect and depending on your Wi-Fi, I actually turned off my TV last night because I was like playing a game on there. I was like, I'm going to turn it off and just play handheld. Like, it just felt better to just play handheld, throw on Final Fantasy VII, which is like admittedly not like super, you don't need to have one-to-one response when you're battling. And it was great. Like, I was finally able to beat a section that, Dean, I don't know why they made that shit so hard, but
Bro, it's finally, so bad.
It's like, am I doing something wrong? Because I'm getting my ass. Whoa, that sounded weird.
Yeah, it's like boss after boss. It's like, what the fuck is going on here?
Exactly. So no, but really, really liking the Portal. Obviously, the limited edition version is great, and had to throw the Joker sticker on there. Probably the best sticker y'all have done in quite a while.
I know. So you just got the sticker, or you just opened it? Sorry.
No, I had the sticker kicking around, and then I just figured I'd throw it on there for fun.
Very good. I was like, damn, dude, your mail's slow.
Wow.
I'm glad you got the Portal. Mike got one also, and I'm taking it out of the promised land. So
yeah, so is there like tiers to this Portal thing? I don't understand.
Well, it's just a stream your PlayStation, but if you have the, I think it's like the Plus Premium, you can stream directly from the cloud. But if you already have those games on your PlayStation, you can just stream them from the PlayStation.
But there's just one. There's just one Portal, but they just made a special 30th anniversary version. So it's not any different. It's just a different color. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of
also. Badfish keeps saying this, but so is the 30th anniversary startup sound not a permanent thing that you can keep, or is it only temporary?
They've said that it's for a limited time, but I think that they've received so much feedback that they should just keep it, that they're probably going to keep it.
How do you do that? So, it's on the PlayStation or on the Portal?
Yeah, you just have to go into settings on the PlayStation itself. They don't have that on the Portal that I found.
Gotcha.
But yeah, you can change it to 30th anniversary, PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4.
It's pretty awesome.
It's pretty awesome, honestly. Yeah.
Wow. Very good. Let's see, Eddie, what did you get?
Oh, I forgot this was even part of the new this week.
He's already sold them. That's how.
Wow.
Yeah. I think this is all
I
I had for the
actually
new this
am
week.
selling one of them because I have never. So I got the wave for Batman versus Superman from McFarlane. I ordered this from, I think, did I order it from Entertainment Earth? Yes, I ordered it from Entertainment Earth, and this is the first time I ordered a whole wave, hoping that I would get the 2 platinum editions, and I did. I don't know if that's every case, or I think it's every case, but I don't know. I got them, and so that's why I wanted to do it. So that was awesome. And I haven't opened those 2 yet because I think I'm gonna try and find 2 more to open them and leave 2 sealed because I like this wave so much. So, but they're awesome. I opened up the bottom 3, and they are awesome too. I opened up the armor suit, the Nightmare Batman, and Wonder Woman. This is my first Wonder Woman from McFarlane. I didn't end up picking up any of the previous releases, and it's pretty good. The likeness is pretty good, and McFarlane is always hit or miss when it comes to movie likenesses, so this one I'm pretty happy with. The only letdown with the Wonder Woman is her accessories aren't that great. The shield is really soft plastic, so it gets warped really easily, and the sword is the same thing, and it's kind of big and toyetic, so it doesn't look the best with her. Like, it looks out of scale a little bit. But the figure looks great. And then Nightmare Batman is awesome. Honestly, he was probably, I was least excited for that one. And I think that's one of the best figures. And even the 2-pack that I got with the damaged armor suit, that was my favorite from the 2-pack too. So that Nightmare Batman is actually pretty sick. If you guys are thinking about picking it up, I would get that one. And the armor suit is sick too. It's just, I have the damaged one from the 2-pack, and now I have the Platinum Edition one. So I was like, do I need the clean one? I think I'm going to end up keeping one of the clean ones, because in the wave you get 2 armor suits, the 2 Platinum Editions, and then Nightmare Batman and Wonder Woman. So all in all, I'm happy that I got the wave. It's a really cool wave. So
there you go.
Awesome.
Let's see. That was all for you, right, Eddie? Or did you
I had one more, but I could just show it real quick.
Okay, yeah, sorry. I might have missed it.
I have, just yesterday, I got in the So Toys White Wolf. It's Geralt from The Witcher Season 2 look. And this is freaking awesome, dude. Really, really good. I really like the portrait. I didn't think I was going to love it as much as I do, because I thought, he comes with the Witcher head sculpt too, where it has the dark eyes when he turns into like Witcher mode or whatever. So I was like, at worst case scenario, I could use that head sculpt, but this one is actually better, I think, with the yellow eyes, yellow orangish eyes, and it actually looks pretty damn good, dude. I might even like this likeness more than the Hot Toy one. The Hot Toy Superman, I mean.
Hell yeah.
That's high praise.
It's good, dude. It comes with 2 swords. Both of them are die cast. Magnet sheath that just magnetizes to the back. He's got magnets in the pauldrons. The fit and finish is also really good on it. Yeah, I'd say if you guys want a Witcher, this is a really, really good one to get. I didn't get the Buzz Toys or the 3-0, so I don't know if those are as good, but in the comparisons that I saw, I think this one has the best likeness, at least. So that was what mattered the most to me, so I went with that one. But
Eddie, what are the pants made out of on that thing? I see you got it kind of stretched pretty good.
What is
they're not
the
leather
best way?
or pleather?
No, they're not leather. There's actually hardly any pleather on the suit. Everything is plastic. Even this, pouches and things that he has on his leg is plastic. The sheaths are plastic. The big sheath that holds both the swords is plastic. Everything's plastic except for he has this little design on his leg part of the pants, and that is pleather, I think.
Okay.
So, but the actual pants are like I don't know, just some kind of cotton polyester material probably or something.
Nice.
So it has good articulation. Everything is good except for the torso, obviously. The torso moves a little bit, but because of the full armor and everything, you can't get much bend out of it. Just a little bit at the waist. And then everything else is really good. Double jointed elbows, double jointed knees. The ankle articulation is insane. You can get a pretty good split on him to do good poses. I think even if you went in, I think there's padding underneath the armor. I think if you had customizing experience, you could go in there, cut the padding, put the suit back on, and it would have even more articulation, but I can't do stuff like that. So
sure you can.
Nice.
Dude, very jealous. That's a beautiful figure.
Yeah, it's sick. Thanks.
I did the upgrade to the Skyline from last week. It was actually a super easy mod to do. The instructions are pretty thorough. They go through how you should orient all of the different bricks and how to run the wire, and I think overall it's about 98% hidden. So really impressed with that. And it's really nice because it plugs at the end into a USB, so you can run it off a battery bank, or it also has a battery pack, so you could run one of those battery eliminators to it. And yeah, I think it's super cool. Definitely a mod that I'm going to do to future Lego sets. Definitely can't wait to add more of these. And then this is the back end, which looks pretty cool. So real happy with that.
Very nice.
let's see what we got for news this week. Did they cause baby? We're starting with Mr. Knight. This one's 255, releasing October 2025 to March 2026. I think both of these portraits, the artisan for the Moon Knight and then the sculpted for Mr. Knight, look insanely good. I kind of makes me wish that they did make that Poe Dameron like 5-6 years ago. I think it would have came out really well, but yeah, I think this is good. I still haven't finished the series. It kind of lost me after the first 2 or 3 episodes, but I do really like the Moon Knight design and the Mr. Knight design. I think they both look really cool. But yeah, for me, if I was to pick one between this one or the artisan, I would probably go with the rooted version for the Moon Knight. But yeah, it looks really good.
Sorry. This actually, in fact, did cause baby. It's interesting. I feel like it's weird because the selling point of this figure is the head sculpt. Because if you like the character Moon Knight, you're not getting the suit and tie. You're getting the fucking cool outfit with the cape and the moon thing, and you're going all out with this character. So really the selling point is really just the head sculpt. So like it's cool, but it's not like, I don't know. You're only getting this if you already have Moon Knight, I feel like. Because, at the end of the day, it's just Poe Dameron in a suit. It's not very exciting.
I actually like the suit. I think it's different. If I remember correctly, the suit version was one of the runs that I read in the comics. So I actually like this. The tailoring on the jacket looks a little to be desired. It's kind of puffy in the collar behind him. But hopefully they straighten that out. I would have liked to see, I think it was it the So-So toys that they had the pose where he had the sleeves rolled up, with the jacket off. I would have liked to see if they have something like that for him, just kind of see how the sleeves rolled up, and if they did, how bad the wrist joints were. But no, it definitely looks good. It's I know we'll get into the other one next, I assume, but I don't know. This is I made the comment in the chat earlier today. This feels like some of the most Hot Toys things that Hot Toys can do with these releases. So it's kind of silly, but one of those surprising but not surprising when you really think about the history of Hot Toys. Yeah, like this. I like this look with the sleeves rolled up. So I'd be curious to see with that. I don't think I'm going to get either one of them, even though I could be tempted. I didn't care for the show that much, but I don't know. I think the one in the suit really kind of stands out as something different. Obviously, the rooted hair would be a plus, but man, I think if I had to pick, I think I'd pick the suited look. Again, just to be different.
Wonder if the sleeves are rolled up under the jacket, because in that look he didn't have the jacket on. So
yeah,
maybe they are, because you can't see the sleeves.
You can't see the sleeve. Yeah.
So maybe they did do it that way on purpose. I don't know, but yeah. I think it looks cool. Like, I like the way the suit looks. I like the design on the suit. Obviously, the head sculpt is insane. Like, that's one of the best, dude. Like, this could already be a contender for whatever year this comes out to be best head sculpt. Like, it's that good. So, hopefully it stays that good. But for me, I already didn't love Moon Knight as a show, and I've always been interested in that character. I picked up an omnibus, and I still haven't read it on Moon Knight, but I've always been interested in the character. I didn't love the show very much. I have always been tempted to pick up the Hot Toy because I think it's a sick Hot Toy, even though like I don't care for it much. The Hot Toy itself is pretty cool. So, but this version in the movie, like I hated this character. I forget his name, but he's the main guy, and the Moon Knight is like the cooler guy, and the whole time in the show he's like fighting himself to not let the cooler guy come out. And I'm like, dude, just let him come out. Like, that's why we're watching. We want to see that guy, not you. And then he finally gets a suit, and I'm like, to me, it looks like Deadpool or something. Okay, that's a selling point for it. I think because Deadpool wears a white suit in the comics sometimes. So if the Deadpool head could fit on this, that's another look you could have for your Deadpool. But I don't know. I know X-Men really loves this look, but it's like whatever to me.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be with you guys there, where this look is not the best look in my opinion. I think it's really cool. I definitely thought about picking up that So-So Toys version because of the head sculpt that comes with that one. So the fact that Hot Toys is, again, sending a message like, don't mess around with these other third-party things. We might do it at some point, and then your third party is going to be no good. Or, the kit bash that you tried to do by picking that up and then, putting the head on the Hot Toys version. They just keep... they could strike at any time and go back as far as they want to. So yeah, it's definitely something to be aware of. And I'm glad that I didn't pick up the So-So version because this one looks significantly better. But if this was all that they announced, I would, I highly consider it. But because, the next figure we're going to talk about was announced, I think this one's a pass for me.
There you go. Excellent segue, Marco. They also announced the Artisan edition of the full Moon Knight. Perhaps a bit more weathering on the outfit. I've seen Moon Knight twice in person, the Hot Toys, and I felt like it was a bit too clean. This one has a little bit more weathering, but holy Jesus, the rooting on this is ridiculous. The drape on the cape, I don't know if this is a new cape. It feels like a little bit more voluptuous than I recall. Both of the ones that I've seen were in museum pose, but goddamn, this portrait is crazy good. Kind of interesting that they didn't do 2 SKUs for each of these. I think maybe it's a sales tactic, limit the, I would say, more desirable portrait to the version that is closest to what people already have. I could definitely see that. I certainly see Moon Knights going on sale soon for people that want to pick up the new version. There's no price yet, I believe, but the RSVP is live now, and I believe this is going to go live Friday the 13th at, I think it's 10 a.m. Pacific time, if I'm not mistaken.
You're right.
That's correct.
It's 2,500 units on this one. Obviously, we don't know what the sideshow allocation is for this, but god damn, this thing looks crazy good. I think for me, as someone that likes the look of the character but doesn't, perhaps need the portrait, I think I'm excited at the potential of finding a really, really cheap Moon Knight first version. Especially, obviously, that's probably hard to tell from these images, but I would imagine this is pretty similar body and costume minus the weathering to the original. So I'm excited for this. Sean is saying it's a new base, which is definitely true. You also don't get that crescent in the back that the first one came with. But yeah, this portrait is crazy good. I'm really impressed with the rooting work on this, and I think Hot Toys Artisan, I think they're kind of making some moves here that I'm liking what I'm seeing.
Yeah, they just need to start coming out.
Yeah.
But yeah, this looks fantastic. No notes. I think they nailed it. Especially because we've been waiting for this portrait for so long. We get it not only twice in the same week, but one of them is Artisan. And like you said, Zach, it's so well done that, yeah, I think, dare I say, shrink ray, especially with the rooted hair. I think,
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, bro.
yeah, I mean, what's the actor's name?
Oscar Isaac.
Oscar Isaac. Oscar Isaac is a handsome man. So for them to like get his likeness down this well, first attempt, I'm like fairly certain. I guess maybe there's like a third party one out there, but dear Lord, this is really, really strong.
They had a Poe portrait years ago.
Oh, that's true. They did.
Yeah.
Okay, fair
They
point.
never showed like the edited photos of it, but they had it physically at the convention.
Yeah, you're right. And I mean, that was for so long. I think it's still on people's list of wants.
Yeah.
Even considering how much people dislike the sequel trilogy, you know, Poe was a standout character. So for him to never ever get a figure treatment was kind of shitty. So it is very cool to see him again, you know, in this slide. So I like it.
Quickly, this comment has been going around all day on the groups, but people are excited that because they're issuing an Artisan Moon Knight, that this isn't necessarily an indicator, but that people are hoping they also go back and revisit She-Hulk as an Artisan. So
that would be a perfect figure
be
2 Artisan.
It really would be. It really would be. Marco, what do you think about this Artisan Moon Knight?
Yeah, I don't know that I love the idea of going back and adding more rooted. Well, I guess they kind of did it with Anakin, so never mind. They'll do whatever they want, and this is a little bit dirty by Hot Toys. Yeah, that's right. This is a little bit dirty by Hot Toys, but you know, the Joker was a new figure altogether. I guess I'm saying like specifically a figure with no new head sculpt, and then just putting out a rooted version. That feels a bit weird, but I wouldn't put it out of the realm of possibility. So I get why people would be upset if they had the other version. I highly considered that other version. Like I definitely had it in my cart. Like, do I get it? And the things that were holding me back, no head sculpt. I definitely said on the show, like, why wouldn't they give us this head sculpt? I believe Oscar Isaac's a Hot Toys collector as well, if I'm thinking of the same. Yeah, so we're like, they're doing him dirty. They didn't give him a head sculpt. And so he's, you know, finally received his day in the sun here. And I'm you know, I have said there's too many pre-orders. I got to slow down a little bit, but I feel like this is one that I want to try to find capacity to try to snag, try to find a way to get one of those 2,500 pieces. You know, it's going to be expensive, but like you guys said, the sculpt is so beautiful. This rooting is kind of next level, and I'm still a little bit iffy on the Artisan line. Like I still need to see a little bit more data, but they're getting close. They're getting close to selling me, especially after that Joker. So yeah, I like everything about this, but if I was someone who owned the previous version, I would probably be upset, but it's just kind of the game that we're playing right now. Anything is fair game for Hot Toys.
Yeah, so this is, to me, like I said earlier, feels like the most Hot Toys thing Hot Toys can do, right? They take a figure that everybody loved, right? Nobody had really anything negative to say about that original one. It's not that old, and they decide to drop a 2.0 Artisan version, right? And essentially, yeah, maybe nobody cares about that crescent background and bigger base, but they kind of take things away, just give you the same figure, and you know, they put that amazing head sculpt on it. The only thing that I think would make it even more of a Hot Toys thing is if they somehow screwed up the cape, right? Because everybody commented about how great the Moon Knight cape was.
Yeah,
it would be amazing if they somehow changed it to fuck it up. So waiting to see that, but I'm curious about the head sculpt, the rooted hair, actually, because this is, correct me if I'm wrong, the shortest rooted hair we've seen. There's been, you know, some more pictures of that Anakin floating around lately with kind of the poofy hair not looking great. So I'd be a little hesitant. I don't know that I'm going to go out of my way for this. I may jump in on Friday, and if I can get it, you know, I'd be cool with it, but I don't think I'd lose any sleep if I didn't. But yeah, I mean, that head sculpt, I mean, dare I say, is maybe one of the best that I've seen him do. If it comes out like this, it'll be great. And ideally, if they put enough product in it, like InArt does, it should hold this look. But so far from what I've seen, those Anakin pictures, it leaves a little to be desired. So I'd be a little hesitant with the short hair.
Is his hair shorter than Tom Holland's hair? I feel like they're the same size.
I forgot about him. That's a good call.
Or even Luke.
Yeah, but Luke's doesn't look good either.
Yeah.
Actually, that one did look pretty terrible in the photos. You're not wrong.
Yeah. I really like this. Like I said, I like the original one, and I normally don't like weathered or battle damage looked figures, but this one I like. I like just the dirtiness of it. I feel like it adds to it, especially because he's supposed to be like a street level knight hero that only comes out at night, and so it's cool, man. I like it a lot. And it being an artisan, like, it's cool because I really love that head sculpt a lot. But I don't know if I could justify spending that much on a figure that I just think is cool. and like I don't really care for the background or like the show that it came from, so I'm probably gonna pass on it, even though I think it's a banger release. Like it's pretty damn cool, man. So I think people should be happy about it. I know that, you know, everybody wants to be like, we have an old Moon Knight. Yeah, I know that sucks, but that's the shit that's happening now. So as far as this release goes, like, it's pretty cool, man. I like it a lot.
Clinton Martin, this is a complaint I've seen as well, is that the boots on the first Moon Knight are hindered by the boot sleeve. So hopefully they find a way to address that with this version. Yeah, I'd be curious to see the price on this one. I think they were saying it was $255 for Mr. Knight. So what does the brooding add to that? And obviously the other outfit. So we'll see on Friday.
It's tough to say, because sometimes these
like
things can
$450.
be. Yeah, that sounds about right. These things can be pretty damn pricey.
What do you think the floor is for the first version? Because I had offers of like 180. I think it was 180 or 160 before this came out. What do we think the entry price to get in on a used Moon Knight would be?
Is the first one still on Sideshow?
No.
That's a good question.
I don't think so. I think it's sold out.
Oh.
Yeah, but the only thing, Zach, is this being a limited release, it's not going
That's
to.
2,500 though, bro. That's a lot of figures.
No, that's fair, but it's not like a full release 2.0. So it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna hurt it too much.
Yeah, I would say the people that are gonna buy this already have a Moon Knight. Is kind of what I'm getting at, and I don't know how many people need 2 Moon Knights. I guess you could say that, you know, you'd have one with the mask on and then one with the mask off, but I mean, they're that. I feel like if you're doing that, you'd just get Mr. Knight. Trevor Wheat says he thinks 385.
Yeah,
Clinton 440. Charlie 425. Sorry, dude.
I was gonna say this. It's been a while since I've watched the show, and I've only watched it when it was coming out. So, does he ever walk around as Moon Knight without the hood?
I think I understand what he's saying. He does transform. Yeah, so he has his mask off, and then it kind of covers.
Yeah. That would be a cool piece to put in, like a.
That's what I was hoping when
kind
the
of
first
having
was announced.
the wraps kind of wrapping around his face. Yeah, that would be pretty sweet. But yeah, honestly, Dean, I watched the show and he doesn't even really wear the suit all that much. So
yeah,
you're better off to just go in and just for the head.
What does he wear? I haven't finished the show, but which outfit does he wear more, Mike? Does he mostly putt around as Mr. Knight?
I would
or just
say,
not at all?
I would say more would be this one, but honestly, neither one of them very much. Not as much as he should be.
Yeah. Charlie says, I think he talked to Khonshu without the helm. I want a Moon Knight so bad. I really do. I think I'm going to try to pick up the first one. I think it'll go cool with my Marvel stuff.
We're probably going to see him again, too, so that
it would look good with
first
Alpha,
one,
I think.
Oh, there you go. Perfect.
The white and the green. You know what I'm saying? Let's see here. Nebula by Hot Toys was released. Was this one of the ones that they had updated like in the middle of production, or am I imagining that?
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I don't remember that either. And even the first one, the head sculpt was really good.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm thinking of Mantis. I know for sure Mantis was updated in the middle.
Yeah, Mantis they did.
I really like the weapon effects. I think they look really good. I love the paint work on the purple and the top and the bottom one, the purple and the orange. I think it looks really vibrant. I hope that's not just like a photo editing magic, but yeah, I think it looks really good. Not for me. I think it's a cool ensemble team. I'm glad they made them, but I couldn't see myself buying this. Also, I don't think they made Drax with the suit, so it's kind of annoying. But I think it looks good. Finally, the team is complete. Because Drax is standing incredibly still. I swear Nebula was updated in them. Maybe I am thinking of Mantis.
Yeah, Mantis got the update right as she released.
Yeah.
But
I don't know why I thought that. Maybe I'm thinking of in-game. I don't know.
Was Mantis in the team suit in this movie? I think she was.
Was she in the movie? I don't even remember.
Yes.
Yeah, I think she was.
I don't know. How would anyone know?
Yeah, she was definitely in this suit in this movie. So they didn't really complete the team, but
Yeah.
maybe down the line. I mean, you already did Mantis, so fucking milk that figure for all it's worth.
Artisan Gamora. They can go far back. So.
Wow.
Oh, that's true. And then what's his
Artisan
face?
Thanos.
You can
gold guy.
You can kit-bash your Wicked figure from Gamora.
Oh, that's not a bad idea, actually, because She-Hulk might be too tall. Mike, you're onto something here. I might have to pre-order that. I just came back and stuck on Amazon Prime today.
Dean, were you saying Drax or who were you saying?
I need a flight stand, though.
The gold guy, Adam.
Adam Warlock.
Adam Warlock. So,
was he ever made by Hot Toys? I don't think he was.
No, that's what I'm saying. They need
There's
a
a third
Mantis, a
party.
Drax, and a Adam Warlock.
They need all the animals, bro.
But Nebula looks good. I like Nebula a lot. I have the Ravager version, which I love. Nebula was always my favorite. Ever since the first Guardians movie, I was like, yeah, Nebula kicks ass. So definitely glad she's still around. And yeah, this figure looks cool. I don't feel the need to pick it up since I already have the Ravager one, but this is cool.
Yeah. So I got the Star-Lord and I got Rocket and Cosmo. And I think I was just good there. Like, I thought about going further down the line. I'm not a full line collector. I'm like, that's a representation for a film that I really enjoyed and kind of a film franchise that I enjoy. And I think those two are going to go well on the shelf together. I need to still open them. But yeah, I'm good there. So it looks nice, but definitely not for me.
Yeah, I'm with you. It looks good. I mean, obviously the suit's different, but I think the sculpt is the same and is the one that I have. I'm good with that. Initially when these movies first started coming out, I was very much let's all get them in the team suit. But as their stories kind of progressed, I came to prefer them in their more individual outfits, kind of going more with their individual personality. So I'm glad to have those representations. So I'm good with that. And again, Hot Toys being Hot Toys, I don't think they're ever going to complete this line. So that kind of sucks for the completionists out there.
Never say never, though. Maybe someday.
I'm going to say it.
Hey, man, they did Justice League. Credit where credit's due.
They did do Justice League. They never did Martian Manhunter, though. Does that count?
Was he in
Did
that
he
movie?
show up for like 2 seconds?
Yeah, he wasn't
Justice
in the
League.
league at that time.
He's in Justice League. He's
He was
part
on
of
Mars,
them. And I think he was just in the Snyder cut too. He wasn't in the original. I don't
Yeah.
think. I'm kind of hoping they 2.0.
This Nebula.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Dean.
Wow.
I was gonna say this Nebula did cause baby, by the way.
Oh, okay. I'm hoping they 2.0 either the first movie or the second movie. Not that I think those figures are in dire need. Maybe, Drax is for sure. Gamora, I don't think she needs one, but just, selfishly, I would like to see it. I mean, Artisan would be cool too. I wouldn't want to spend that much on an Artisan though, for that character. But I'm like Mike, I don't care too much for them in the team suits. I'd rather them just be in their Ravager suits, so I'm either going to have to go back and pick them up someday or I don't know. But they're cool releases. Nebula looks amazing. I think all of the Nebula releases they've done have always looked amazing. They did great on her head sculpt. So, and the accessories she comes with now are cool. I think she comes with a lot more than she's ever come with, because she had a lot more in this movie. But, yeah, I'm hoping they 2.0 the older stuff.
There you go. Let's see here. We have the Anti-Venom suit by Hot Toys, $290, releasing October 2024 to March 2025. I will be honest, I have not played the game. I did not know this was a thing. I do not like the look of it. obviously that's not Hot Toys' fault. I do really like the effects though. I wish some of these effects were in black and came with the 1.0 or I guess advanced suit, black suit version symbiote, because I think they look really cool. But I think this looks really stupid, and I'm probably alone in that. Yeah, I just don't like the way it looks.
Actually, you'd be surprised. I feel the exact same way. We talked about this on Will Fox Vacations show on Friday. He felt the same way.
Really?
Yeah.
Has he played the game?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, because we've seen something similar, right? The negative suit Spider-Man.
Yeah. Looks like Spunk. Jesus Christ.
And like, also, by the way, this figure did cosplay me.
Wow.
Yeah. When you think of like the symbiote suit, which is the opposite of this, black and white. I don't.
That is Sirius Black. That is.
Yeah. It stands out. I don't know about more, but just in a better way. Where like this is just kind of boring. I don't know. I can't really quite put my finger on why I don't like this. But I don't like it. It's just kind of very meh to me. And it's no fault of Hot Toys. Figure-wise, they nailed it. I think it looks good. I think the tendrils, the fact that they're also articulated is cool.
Yeah.
They look gooey. Very spunky. I get it. Hot Toys nailed it. But the design, I'm not a fan.
I would say, sorry, just briefly, I do agree. I think it's cool that the tendrils are articulated. However, I feel like those joints are going to snap and be really annoying for people. And I don't know what the pros and cons were of doing like, I don't know what you call it, but like kind of like cheaper toys. They have like the little holes on the bottom, like Jurassic Park
bendy
toys.
Wire.
Yeah, it's like a bendy wire with like a soft rubber. Granted, Hot Toys doesn't have a great track record of rubber, but I would argue they also don't have a great track record of pegs. So I don't know. That's kind of like a pick your poison. Like, you want it unarticulated or with rubber that will damage at some point, or plastic with joints that may or may not be super durable. I don't know. I really don't know. But I guess you take like the iconic black suit and then you make it white, and it's like, but why? Like, why not make it green? Like, I just don't get it. It could be any color.
The Carnage has the rubber wired tendrils.
Are those held up pretty well?
From what I heard, people like that one.
Yeah.
But it's not that old, so I don't know that it would start decaying already. But
yeah.
And I think, well, the couple shows that I've done or heard people talk about it, they did want that version, not the joints. So, I don't love it, but I don't love Hot Toy Spider-Man in general. I don't like the way the suits bunch up when you articulate them. I don't like it, like, because I like to like really articulate my figures. And I know Hot Toys are already limited, but with Spider-Man especially, I kind of hate it. Unless it's just going to stand up and down. That's all it really can do where it looks good to me. So there's that. But then also this suit in particular, I don't love the drywall spackling texture. I think it makes it look horrible. So, and I don't love the effects either. It doesn't come off as Venom to me. It comes off as milk. So, I don't love it. And I have liked designs. Like, I really like. Yeah.
Nut, bro. Fucking pure
Just
nut.
curdled.
On a warm summer day. Jesus.
I'm a nut.
Wow.
Wow.
Like, I like the Superior Spider-Man that they did. I thought that suit was cool. I have liked a lot of the suits they did from the first game. So, I think they're cool. It's just, I've always been turned off by Spider-Man Hot Toys in general. But this one, I don't even like the design of it. So, I don't know.
Yeah, as someone who played the game, when they came up with this design, or when this design shows up, and then Miles' final suit in the game, they're not good. It kind of took me out of the game, honestly, where I'm like, this was the best you could do. You have so many other cool designs, and this is really what you came up with. So both of those, and I'm sure we'll see that Miles eventually too.
Oh man, is it the one with his hair poking out?
Yeah, it's just
Oh
not.
god, that's awful.
Which could be a cool. It could be a cool concept, but the entire thing just doesn't work to me. So, yeah, I just was not a fan of this in the game. Not a fan of this as a figure, especially because you're trying to do something different from the symbiote suit, which is just near perfect. And so, yeah, this was just not it. This is just not it. So yeah, it's if they were still mass producing these, and I think that, I mean, they still are, but maybe not for Sideshow. But let's say Sideshow got the allotment of the Spider-Man 1 versions of the games, this would be like the free figure for sure. Yeah, this one is just not. Couldn't be popular. I know Dean said I might be alone. I'm like, no, you're not alone in any way. I think a lot of people don't have love for this. What were you going to say, Zach?
I'll be honest, I don't remember what I was gonna say, but just to tear off that for a second, like I feel like, again, I didn't play the first game either, but the anti-ox suit kind of was super cool in my opinion, and I feel like this, if this is the in-game suit, like Anti-Venom suit, I feel like this is so much less cool than the anti-ox suit, like the black with the plates and the yellow. I don't know, it just doesn't seem like. This doesn't feel like Spider-Man to me. This just feels like any generic Marvel Legends you'd see shelf warming, like at Walmart. Like, oh, that character that fucking 3 people wanted that Marvel Legends made. The character you see all the time at Walmart. I don't like it.
Exactly. Yeah, you're spot on.
And there's a good chance this will be yellow in a couple years anyway, Zach. So,
wow, there you go.
You might get your shot. I'm with Eddie with the texture. It doesn't look good. I think this would look way better if it just had a smoother finish to it. Even though this is more accurate, but no, this doesn't do anything for me either. Zach, to your point, it would have been cool if some of these, symbiote effects came with the black suit Spider-Man. But I do foresee some good posing, some good photography. If we're pairing this guy up with either Venom or the black suit one, just the contrast, I think would be pretty cool. But it's a pass for me.
Wow, I felt like I was on my own there, not liking it. I was like, dude, this is going to be unpopular opinion. Let's see, this one, the Hot Toys ARF Trooper / ATRTTM. That's a mouthful. I feel like people have been asking. Yeah, people have been wanting this to come out for forever. And it finally dropped. And boy, that boy, big. I like it. I like it a lot. Haven't seen any reviews on this one yet, but I'm a big fan of weathering. I'm a big fan of vehicles. Not really a big fan of the or the ARF rather Trooper, but yeah, I'm glad that they have rounded this line out. I think it's pretty cool. They got the speeder bike, and then the speeder bike with the little side saddle car. Yes, Dean.
Oh, no, I was pointing at it. I have it right behind me.
Oh, yeah, I was like, yes, sir. I thought you were doing like that.
May I?
I was like, I thought that came out. Maybe I'm wrong. Actually, yeah, I like this a lot. Now, next thing Hot Toys is going to do is fuck over the Commander Cody fans by making the Utapau 501st for no fucking reason, and then the failure will be complete. But I think this is good. I'm not going to buy it. But I'm happy for those that have been waiting on this, because I think it came out really good.
Yeah, clones are one of those things that people just love. Army building is super fun with clones. And 6-scale vehicles, especially for clones, is cool as shit. And this is badass. And I love it. If I get a chance to get one, I will. I'm not tripping over myself to get one. I didn't think I would get the speeder, and I ended up getting that. So who knows? Yeah, I like it. I think it's really cool, and you'd love to see it and want to see more stuff like this, right? I think Hot Toys, just in terms of like Star Wars vehicles, I think clones have a lot they could kind of go off of, that aren't like gigantic and super, improbable to make. So let's keep doing this, Hot Toys. This is great.
Yeah, I agree, man. I think this figure is really sick. I would love to have this, but just because of space and clones are hard to collect just because it's a lot. They've done a lot more than I would have thought they would have ever done. So I think for those reasons, I'm trying not to do clone Hot Toys. I don't know. I really love Clone Wars, which sucks. So like, I want Hot Toys, but I'm the kind of collector that like, I can't just get a couple. Like, I want all of the clones. So I think it's better I just don't get them. But I do really want this a lot. I think it's sick, and I think it has like a presence. It's almost like has a statue presence, because it's that big, and it has that much going on. So it's really cool. I would like to get it someday, but who knows?
Yeah, this is not for me in any way. In fact, I really dislike it. But to show that color makes such a big difference, if you made the trooper all white, and then you made the vehicle like all gray, like truly a precursor to the AT-AT, I think I would dig it a lot more. But because it's blue and I don't know, I don't even know what these little things are on the trooper's helmet. I don't know, just everything about it. It just does nothing for me. So cool that people are excited, but yeah, I have to say that I don't like it at all.
Fake fan.
I like the idea of this, but personally, I'm over the 501st. I'm out on Clone Wars until they release the Wolf Pack. So it's a pass for me, but I do like the engineering that they put into this, and I like to see them doing some different things. But yeah, again, until we get the Wolf Pack, I'm done with Clone Wars.
There you go. Let's see. We have a rumored list of releases here. Shout out to Eddie for helping compile some of these. But I believe these are from a Korean retailer that is saying that some of these are likely to come out very soon. We have Batman Modern Suit, Batman Armory with Bruce Wayne, which if you're selling a DX19 for super cheap, like so cheap you would be like, I can't even believe it, I'm your guy. Lord Starkiller, the DeLorean time machine from the Back to the Future 3, the one with the white wall wheels. The Flash, Supergirl from the Flash movie, is that what it's called? Spider-Man 2099, Ant-Man, and Venom from Spider-Man 2, 19 Inches of Venom. I think it's a pretty good list. I'm very curious to see how the 2099 comes out after all the, I'll say drama, but because it was corrected pretty quickly, but after the issue with the initial solicitation. Interested to see how that one comes out, if it's for the better or for the worse. But I think as collectors, I don't think we can really complain, because I think everyone didn't like the joints. So it'd be interesting to see what people are going to say about that one. Is there any that you guys are looking forward to on this list?
The 21 inches of Venom, bro. I want to see how that figure comes out. See it in people's collections. I'm kind of bummed I didn't order it, but I don't know.
You'll be able to find it, Dean. It's like not for most people. It's just too big.
Yeah, we'll see.
There's for me, there's nothing here that that's really getting me too excited. In fact, I forgot about half of these figures even existing. Especially that Ant-Man. I completely forgot they were doing that. I guess out of curiosity, I'll be interested to see the Supergirl, because I know there was a lot of discussion around the sculpt on that one, and I think there may have been some rumors that they were upgrading it, but I don't know if we actually saw anything with that or not. So I guess for that, I'll be curious to see, but beyond that, I'm good with these.
Yeah, Venom for sure, 2099 for sure, as you guys mentioned. And then as someone who really liked the Flash film, like all the figures from there, I was actually bummed that they canceled young Barry Allen, because I thought that was going to be an awesome piece in the line. What a weird time, right? Like those were the only two since then, knock on wood. Hopefully they don't do that again. But yeah, it just like those two just took an L and then they continue to move on. So what an odd footnote in Hot Toys history, and hopefully the last time they ever do that. But yeah, I think a lot of stuff coming out, which is again scary for me personally, because end of the year there's a ton of stuff that's already dropped recently. So you add these on, and it's an active few months.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how Supergirl and the Batman from the Flash come out. I don't have either of those on order, but I'd be tempted to pick those up. Obviously, the Armory is dope too. Maybe someday I would pick that up, and also Ant-Man, just because I want to see how that Paul Rudd head sculpt comes out, because I don't have an Ant-Man, and I might get an Ant-Man. So, and I know it's from the worst movie, but it's still, for me, I can compartmentalize that, and it's just an Ant-Man in my collection. So
there you go. We also had the Tokyo Con by Hot Toys. There's some pictures on the Hot Toys Facebook page. If you guys want to take a look at that, they had a massive booth. I don't know if this is like hollow on the inside. I imagine it would be, but this is a massive booth. They had some of the Marvel movie masterpiece stuff, the different Disney Plus shows on display with some of the, what is it, Phase 4 stuff. They also had some of the video game stuff, some Spider-Man stuff. That Spider-Man looks so bad in this picture, the white one. Oh my gosh. Absolutely. That looks terrible. They also had Mr. Knight on display, X-23. This is Spooderman, I think, Dean. I think this might actually be Spooderman. The new stealth cap from, I think it was last episode. We do have the Tokyo Comic-Con pre-sale exclusives. That would be several different Cos babies, it looks like. Also the, which I'm a bit confused about, because it's the red and black Spider-Man suit, the Obi-Wan Mandalorian, which I think was already released, but then it's the Iron Patriot, which I think we missed last week on the show sheet, but we had kind of covered the teaser anyways. But yeah, definitely some interesting stuff. They had a Hono booth there, which was really nice to see.
Have we seen the Thor before?
No, I was
the Hono Thor.
That.
Oh, I don't think we have.
Yes.
Well, we haven't officially seen it, right? We've seen the teases.
No, we've officially seen it. They showed it when they showed Magneto the first time. They just never put him up for pre-order.
Oh, it's just never been put
up for order. Yeah, I think that's a good.
Doom was shown also.
Yeah, that's not a Hono.
Yeah, it's
that's
not Hono.
Oh, okay, just kidding. I was like, when did they make a Hono? I am. Oh, the black suit looks so fucking good here.
Wait, they didn't put. Well, where the fuck is Magneto? They have 2 Wolverines, 3 Wolverines.
Yeah, what the hell's happening here?
And a Thor.
And they have 2 fucking figures that aren't even fucking Hono in the front.
They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Even
they don't know what makes a Hono figure.
Star Wars masterpiece. Dean pointed this out. Random FN. Was it 2187, 289?
Yeah,
369.
Finn from the beginning of episode 7. I don't know why that's on here. There's
that
no
used to be
other
an exclusive.
Yeah, but there's no other sequel trilogy figures on display here.
It's gotta make you wonder.
Also more Star Wars stuff.
Dude, that Droideka, go back. That looked badass.
Yeah, it did.
I like it.
He looks a little sad. He's like, oh.
I was like, dude, that Darth Vader looks fucking mean.
Bro, I cannot wait to get that fucking thing.
They got my boy Luke. Also, that Anakin looks awful. I think there's another photo someone took.
It looks real shitty.
The DC booth with the new Batman, which looks awful in this photo. I don't know why it looks so bad.
Still need that scarecrow.
I really hope that's not a joint right here. I don't know. It looks like a weird fabric fold. I hope it's not a joint. Oh, it is a fabric fold. Just kidding. But this looks real bad. I actually hate everything about the way this looks.
The boots are killing it.
Yeah, it is. You're not
wrong.
The
Scarecrow is new.
40 inches of Batman. Yeah, that Scarecrow looks dope.
Yeah, I think so.
They showed it prior, Eddie, but you're right. It's not up for pre-order. We need that.
I didn't know.
Jesus
Rumor
Christ.
was that it was going to have the Killian Murphy head sculpt too. So maybe at some point in time when they put it up.
Maybe John Boyega was a guest at the con. That's why they may have brought it.
Oh,
That's
I don't think so.
But also, if you're looking at what they brought as well, Dean, like, obviously this isn't a new Sarah Connor. This isn't the new. This is the old Chrome. exoskeleton, and then for sure that's the police shootout. So some of these are older figures mixed in, and that's the Tech Noir, and then I think it's the T600.
You can tell by the bases.
Yeah, exactly. And then we had I don't know her name, but it's the female character from Romulus. I haven't seen it yet because everyone's spoiled it from last week. Rain. Okay, there we go. Yeah, they brought some fucking fire to this fucking convention. Why would John Boyega be a guest at a con? He's a famous guy. He's a man about
in
town.
Tokyo.
Yeah, they love him there. Some Cos babies, so look forward to all of these being at Hot Toys next year. We have
I saw Razor Crest in there.
The N1, yeah, I seen it.
N1. Sorry, not
lots
Razor
of
Crest.
potential figures.
Crazy.
Mark all these down, Dean. Mark them down.
Let's point our fingers and speculate wildly.
Yeah. I liking what I see.
A lot of
God damn, they have a lot of Cos babies. Holy fuck.
Yeah, that was like one half. That's the other half.
Yeah, wow. Very good. That's a big ass convention display. Badfish, this will be Dean's reference pick for months. That's great. Let's see here. What else do we have? The Cardmaster by Premier Toys. This is 162, releasing Q3 2025 on 1/6 kit. This is the Channing Tatum from X-Men. What is it, Deadpool and Wolverine or X-Men and Wolverine? I don't know what it's called. DPW. Dr. Pepper.
X-Men and Wolverine?
I don't know.
Jesus
fucking
Christ, dude.
Jesus.
Well,
Christ.
it is Disney.
I mean, it doesn't look anything. I'm not. Never mind. I'm not. I don't think this looks like how he looked in the movie at all.
We can't see it.
Oh, god damn it. Yeah, I don't know.
That doesn't look like Channing Tatum at all.
No.
That's Channing Tatum, dude. I don't know who the fuck that is.
Who is that?
This
Who
looks
the fuck
better
is-
than he looked in the movie, actually.
That's what I'm saying.
His
He
head
looked
doesn't
kinda-
look as fat.
Look, I'm a fat guy, so I could say that, Mike. You're a fucking handsome guy, so fuck you.
Wow.
I'm still
I feel
fat.
body shamed. No, come on, Mike. Are you kidding me? Thin as a nail. Yeah, this is like this is to me the equivalent of Hot Toys with the fucking Pedro Pascal Chrome Mando portrait. They made him look way fucking better than he looks in the show. I'm gonna die on that hill. Tanning channel, that's pretty good, right? That's real good, dude.
Yeah.
Bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it plays off. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, this is like
Channing Tatum.
this is like the idealized Channing Tatum as Gambit, which honestly,
this is like his dating profile photo. Like,
yeah, he's hitting the angles, dude.
this is like the,
Honestly, it looks better than it does in the movie, so like I almost like this more.
that's real bad. It didn't look that bad on my phone, but seeing it here, it looks real bad. Yeah, I don't know.
I've definitely seen worse figures.
I mean, that's
Why
not
are the
saying
sleeves
much
on the coat so long though? Holy shit!
for that articulation, bro.
That's true.
You gotta
That's
rame la
true,
voz.
because
You
then
gotta
you
do the
articulate it.
fucking
It's like
yeah.
half
That
of his
guy's not gonna
forearm.
make a name for himself. You know what I'm saying? Anyways,
That was good.
let's
He's ready to make an order for himself.
Jesus Christ. That's really
Order
good.
some fucking chicken wings, dude.
Oh boy. There's a bit of confusion about this. And in fact, I'm confused as well. But this is
I'm
Planet of the
super
Apes.
confused.
Caesar. Also, the second movie. This is obviously from the second movie, but there was one tease from the first film when he's on the bridge. This is just teased by Kit. Apparently, there's a pre-order coming soon. This thing looks crazy good. If this even comes out looking like maybe like 60% as good as this, I'd still probably order it. There's not a lot of good. I'm sure Eddie knows. There's not a lot of good Planet of the Apes stuff. I've been yearning, and I think Star Ace did one, but it was real bad. I think in fact it was just a statue. And I feel like, in my opinion, you know, again, maybe on my own here, but I feel like this franchise critically and culturally underappreciated. The reboot, so fucking good, and even the new one. I don't even know what the new one's called, but the movie is incredible. The one with Noah, so fucking good.
Some of the best films over the last 10 years, honestly. Oh
yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, that's
talking about the
I
bad
love
ape?
that meme.
Bad ape.
yeah.
Yeah, I love these films. I don't know. I don't think I would buy, like, if I had my pick of the litter, I would not buy the second film, Caesar. I don't like the war paint. I think it's really not who Caesar is as a character. It is a cool look, don't get me wrong, but I mean, I'm fucking scraping the bottom of the. I'll take whatever I can get at this point.
Yeah, I think I would probably prefer this look. Otherwise, I just have Big Monkey on my shelf. So
Monkey good.
yeah, ape together strong. But
Chimpanzee. That's
Caesar's such a good character. I feel like you can have either one and it'll be fine.
Yeah.
And I'm with you, Zach. I've loved Planet of the Apes since I was a little kid. My dad made me watch the original movies, and I've always just been a huge fan. So much so that when the new ones were coming out, I didn't partake. I only watched them because you kind of made me. And
Yeah.
dear God, I love these movies. They're so good. Caesar is so awesome. That it kind of bums me out that he's not in like the new movie, right? Because he's long gone. Which is kind of why I haven't watched it, because I was like, it's not Caesar. He's such a strong character. But yeah, I definitely, if this is a reasonable price, I'll pick one up.
Yeah, Zach, I would disagree with you. I don't think these films are underappreciated. Everybody I know
Really?
has seen them and absolutely loved them. I've never heard anybody say anything bad about them. In fact, obviously they've made 4 and they're going to keep going, so they must be financially successful too, right? Go ahead.
Let me rephrase that a bit. I would say most non-nerds I know, like, haven't seen it. Like, if I talk to any of my friends that aren't collectors, or talk to Victoria's friends,
Yeah.
probably almost none.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's just different circles, but I feel like almost no one that I knew was hyped about any of these movies. And I was like fucking chomping at the bullet, dude, to watch these things.
They're amazing.
Bullet?
This looks incredible. Yeah. I agree. I like the war paint version because it's kind of stands out a little more. But I would want this figure to be posed so that it can be on a horse, even if it doesn't come with a horse. So if it doesn't have the articulation in the legs, I probably would pass. But if it's something that I can get up on a horse in the display, I would absolutely get this.
If we could guarantee that this is how it would come out, how it would look in your hand, I think I'd be really tempted, honestly, because this looks fantastic. But I just don't have experience with this. Would be flocked, right? Is the technique that they would use to. Right, so I just don't have.
Yeah, I don't think it would be rooted. I think it would be either like
probably be like Chewbacca, like a bodysuit.
Wow, Jinx. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the hair also looks.
Me a Coke.
Yeah, the hair also looks. I don't know, because I think you could probably. I don't know that it would be super durable, but the way that the hair looks to me, on most of the body, almost looks like they're doing like a static applicator with like static grass. In this case, obviously be like black and gray, because if you look at it, it's not all in one direction, it's like all over the place, but that wouldn't be very durable. So I think what Dina's saying is right. It's like you'd have to do like a bodysuit, maybe rooting on the head, but I don't know that anyone would really root it. I don't know. I would doubt that, to be honest.
Was there any clues to who might be making this?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
It was just
he just posted it and then
more random
cuckolded
confusion
everybody.
from Kit.
Yes.
Cuckold everyone. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Use code CW10.
That's right.
I don't think this is gonna be articulated though. So if people want it to be articulated, like you could even see here, like the shoulder doesn't look like it has a joint. I don't think it's gonna.
Lots of traps.
So, because I have one Star Ace figure, and it's the general from the Mark Wahlberg Planet of the Apes, and that one is articulated, but only his arms, like at the shoulder, you can rotate his arms, and then I think his head swivels, and I think that is it. So, like, I've never seen an articulated Planet of the Apes figure that isn't the old movie ones. But yeah, so I'm fine with that because I'm fine with the one I have. Like that one though is really cool because it comes with the horse and he has all his armor on him. So I would just put him next to that one. And I also love figures that could go next to horses. Like I even want to get a horse for my Witcher figure. So I would get him and I would get a horse, and that would be cool with me. And I'll take either. If they do, obviously the war paint would go better with a horse. But if they do the second movie one or the first movie, that would be cool too. Whatever they want to do, I'll take a Caesar because I love Planet of the Apes in general. I never saw the old movies, but I've loved it since Mark Wahlberg, and I know people like generally hate that movie, but I really liked it as a kid. So yeah, I'm down.
There you go. Let's see here. We have Lawyer Saul from Better Call Saul, or at least I think it is. Marco, this is really exciting for you. You know, you're a big Breaking Bad fan.
Yeah, so big Breaking Bad fan, even bigger Better Call Saul fan. So I've wanted a Saul figure in the collection. I mean, I kind of want all Breaking Bad figures, but none of them really seem like, all right, that's the one. That's the one for sure. And this one comes close to like the look that I'd want, the accessory with the cup that's like a really big piece of his character. But it just doesn't look great, honestly. So it's cool that, you know, there's more companies. Present Toys is normally diving in. Oh my goodness, Mars Toys, I think, does a lot of Better Call Saul, Breaking Bad figures. But yeah, so it's interesting, it's intriguing, but I don't think the likeness is there enough for me to be like, okay, I need that representation in the collection.
Yeah, from like the nose up, it's great. And the head sculpts.
Yeah.
But it's like the mouth and chin area that's just not quite the actor likeness.
He looks very Chad.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not good.
This is the Channing Tatum version.
I don't like the tie. I think it's out of scale.
Yeah, this is like better.
I actually don't mind the knot.
No, it's too big.
He kind of wears like
bigger the knot, the bigger the man.
Big suits. That's right. Big suits, big ties. Like that's kind of part of his character when he adopts this like persona.
Oh, oversized suits.
Like everything's a little oversized. Like it's very comical.
That's true.
In a sense.
That is true.
This is like Better Call anyone else.
Jeez. You just want a lawyer figure, huh, Marco? Is that the?
No, Better Call Saul is like definitely top 5 shows.
I fell off after.
Dude, you should put that on Gigi's desk. Buy one for Gigi.
There you go. She is not a huge fan, Windsor. Actually. Oh, but you didn't finish it, Eddie? Oh,
no, man, you know, right when his brother, when he figures out his brother, like that would be a spoiler.
Don't spoil it for me. Don't spoil it, please, for the love of God.
There's a big
conflict.
Yeah, there's a big thing that happens with his brother.
Thank you.
And that's right when I stopped watching.
Thank you for not spoiling. Okay. I know Dean's rule of spoilers is different, but I do want to watch this show at some point.
It's good.
Yeah,
I'm excited. Dean, this is really exciting for you. This is a 1/10 scale. I believe they said resin. Punchline by McFarlane. This is the first look. It's only one image. The pre-order opens December 17th. And I will say their 1/6 scale statues look really good. And I don't know what scale. I think it might be 1/10, the one I have now. But the Spider-Man I have looks amazing. Yeah, I'm really, really excited for you for this one.
Yeah, if it's not absurdly priced, I'll pick this up. This is based off the art germ art from Punchline #1.
Yeah.
So yeah, this would be an easy pickup for me. Sometimes his statues are like stupidly priced. It's like, what the fuck?
That's what
Why?
Econ said.
Yeah, the DC Direct ones are more expensive than the ones Zach is talking about.
Oh,
yeah.
Shit. Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
Yeah, so we'll see. If it's $500, it's an easy pass because it's like I already have a 3rd scale. Like I don't even spend $500 on a 10 scale. So, yeah, if it's closer, we'll see. I don't even know what price it would have to be for me to.
It might.
Okay, I'll buy it.
It might go on sale though after a while, because he's had, like, I'm kind of annoyed. I'm seeing a lot of the Batmobiles I bought half off this last week. So
Yeah.
and a lot of his stuff goes on sale, especially the statue stuff, because he puts it way too high of a price.
There you go. I'm excited for you, Dean, that this character is getting more appreciatious.
Yeah.
The figure got a statue.
Yeah, I know. The figure actually blew my mind.
Is appreciatious a word?
I
don't
just
know
gonna
that-
say.
Appreciation.
You said appreciation.
I heard appreciatious too.
I don't think so. I think you guys both got to clean your ears out.
I heard
Alright,
appreciation, but
I'd like to pull out the challenge flag.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's check the tape.
The
All
VAR.
right. The VAR, video assisted referee. Here we go.
wow. Okay.
Hang on. Assisted referee. Here we go. Statue.
Yeah, I know. The figure actually.
I'm excited for you, Dean, that this character is getting more appreciatious.
Yeah.
Oh! Whoa! The challenge is upheld. Wow.
Cotton 4K,
Wow.
dude.
Cotton.
Appreciations.
We don't pay 4K. We pay 1080.
Appreciation is crazy. I'm gonna start using that actually.
Dude, that's actually a crazy word. I think we've done something here, boys. I think a challenge should be 3 points. Honestly, I think that adds a little, like a plus minus 3. It's like a little appreciation, bro. Dude, put that on a T-shirt. That might be a new thing. Yeah, we really got to get the challenge flag clip or something. That was amazing. That was amazing. Well done. I'm willing to stop the whole show for that. That was good. Anyways, Punchline is so appreciatious. That's hilarious. I appreciatious Mike's Adventure World for the Hot Toys ornament. I think you sold a number of them. I saw Austin Sweet Angel posted one on his tree. Love that, and I think it's really smart the way you made it, Mike, because when it's not Christmas, you can take the little string off, and it is like has a little stand that you can put it with your figures.
I appreciate the shout out, and
the shout out.
I'm very appreciatious of all the support. If anyone else still wants one, probably shipping cutoffs are probably going to be Thursday if you want it in time for Christmas. So don't hesitate, get your order in now.
Mike'sAdventureWorld.com. Badfish holding space for the appreciationists in the crowd. That's a deep cut, Badfish. I'm here for every bit of that. The CW Awards are next Tuesday. We're not going to talk about any news next week, and I'm so thrilled about that. It's the 1 week where I have no work to do because the community has done the work. But Dean, there is a very real chance, like I'm talking like greater than 80%, that we will have 1 to 4 ties.
Wow.
And I don't know what we do. Do we just vote live with the panel? Do we vote live with the chat? I don't know. Right now, there are 2 categories that are separated by less than 3 votes. And there are 2 categories that, as of the time of recording, are legit tied the first and second place with over 430 votes in, which is pretty crazy. Yeah, pretty crazy. So this is our biggest year yet for voting, and your vote does matter. You could be the swing vote in any of these categories if you haven't voted yet. So get your vote in. You get a chance to win $50 gift card to the retailer of your choice, and you have the chance to decide collecting history, because there are companies vying for these awards, right? Is Hot Toys going to go home empty-handed again? Is Inart going to sweep the awards again? A lot of big decisions on the line, and only ones that can make those decisions are the community. I voted. I put my 1 vote in. Dean has put his 1 vote in. The panels put their 1 votes in, and all those 1 votes add up to the results. So get the votes in. If we have a tie, I'm cutting it off probably Monday at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, so I can do the winner slides. But if we have a tie at that time in any category, we'll have to figure out what we're going to do. But even if it's just 1 vote win, then that's just how it's going to be. So definitely get those votes in. It's real close, like insanely close. Here's a list of all the categories. We have the most improved company, best overall company, best figure under 35, best 1/12 scale figure, best non-traditional figure, best third-party figure, best portrait, best 1/6, and figure of the year. So lots of great figures and companies represented here, and excited to see. Duck race ties. That's not a bad fucking idea. That is not a bad idea. What if the live poll ties? Who knows? Anyways, let's move on. Mercari sent an email effective January 6th, big day for America. Our goal has always been to deliver the value you deserve, regardless of whether you buy or sell on Mercari. With that in mind, and after carefully considering your feedback, we have an important update. We're rolling out a new fee structure starting on January 6th. I don't understand why they don't do that fucking today. I understand why it's waiting until January 6th. When we introduced our current fee structure in March, our aim was to make selling more accessible to others, accessible to sellers. Jesus Christ. However, we realized the structure wasn't helping sellers sell more and ultimately negatively impacted Mercari and our community by reducing overall transactions on the marketplace. The new fee structure addresses these concerns. So at present, sellers pay 0% fees. Buyers pay a percentage fee of the final total and a payment processing fee. And then for sellers to pull their money out, I think there's a small fee to do that. I think unless it's over a certain amount, then it's a different fee. It's basically zero fees for sellers. You only get like PayPal, where it's the instant transfer, you get like a 1% fee. So they're changing it because, like me personally, I have not purchased a single thing on Mercari since they added the fees. And I've been tempted, but I mean, the fees are like $50, $60 on like a $200 purchase. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts.
Dean was buying Mercari like every day practically last year. I don't know many purchases you made this year, but
almost. I think I've only done one since they did the crazy switchover, and I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this shit again.
I'm so glad you guys thought that was funny. Now this is the new fee structure. For sellers, a flat 10% selling fee applies to item price and buyer paid shipping. A ACH direct deposits for successful withdrawals, which is free. A $2 fee is for rejected deposits, and you can only withdraw one per day. For buyers, there's a flat 3.6% buyer protection fee, applies to the item price and buyer paid shipping, which I don't love that they're double charging the fees for shipping. I think that's pretty stupid. There's no payment processing fee, and buyer protection includes a cancellation and refund policy, returns on eligible items, trusted transactions, and 24/7 customer support. So I don't know. To me, this I think Mercari was amazing initially, and I think with any marketplace, there's always going to be some fees for the sellers. That's just a part of doing the biz. I think it's fucking crazy that they like to me it was unfathomable that they moved the fees to the buyers, and even sellers like on the Reddit for Mercari were super disappointed because people were making them lowball offers to make up for the fees or just not ordering. And most people on Mercari said that they had to move their stores to eBay or Etsy because the fee changed, though in theory they would be making more per item sold. Overall, they were selling almost nothing. Yeah. Now it's like you went from pissing off one group of people initially, right? The sellers are paying the fee. Then you move to the buyers and you piss the buyers off and the sellers off because now no one's buying. And now, rather than doing any of away with all this, you just give everyone fees and now everyone's fucking pissed off. So it's like, I don't know who's the idiot in charge of fucking Mercari, but
yeah, because it was
pretty awful.
I think they came from NECA.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because there was that figure I got today, the Mephiles. Retail, they're $10. People put them on Mercari for like 30. 30's too high. But even at 22, when I would put in an offer at 22, people are charging $8 to ship this fucking thing, which I don't know, I guess is okay. But it was like $8 shipping. So now I'm up to 30. And then it was like, oh, well, you got to pay this fee and then this fee and then the tax. So I was almost in this fucking $22 thing for like $50. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? How am I going from $22 all the way up?
Uber Eats.
It's fucking insane. And I'm like, I would message the people, be like, look, like, I'm spending fucking way too much money on this fucking thing. Like, you know, I know you got to make some money on your end, but fuck, like, throw me a goddamn bone. Like, take off the shipping at least. Like, fuck, like, this fucking sucks. So I just kept looking everywhere else until I found better prices on fucking Amazon. And even then I still spent fucking $35 on the thing, but it's like $35 of free shipping. I'm getting a better deal on Amazon, and I'm getting bent over there. It's not like, you know, it's a $10 figure and I'm getting it for $10. I'm still paying fucking 3 times the price. So yeah, Mercari needs to fucking fix their shit, because even this ain't it.
Yeah, so I used to do a ton of business on Mercari, but I stopped when they changed their fees the last time. Until just a few days ago, I purchased something, and I was one of those guys. I'd lowballed the hell out of it. The guy wasn't pleased. I mean, he messaged me and told me exactly that you know, he wasn't going to accept such a lowball offer. So we went our separate ways. A couple days passed, and he reached out again, basically saying, "Hey, if you want to reoffer that, I'll take it." I politely told him, "Well, that was last week's offer. Here's this week's offer, which is even less."
Wow, Big Dick Mike.
And
he's got
he
that Mike's
accepted
Adventure World money now.
So yeah, I mean, he took it. It hasn't arrived yet, so I'm curious to see what kind of shape it's going to be
now,
in.
Mike. How do you feel about that?
Yeah,
it's one less slice for little Timmy. He hates.
Well, yeah, fuck little Timmy.
Wow.
But so all that aside, this really annoys the shit out of me, because I was looking at the fees that I just paid versus what they changed here, and not only are they changing who's paying what, but they are really adding to the fees that they're collecting, because what I just paid was 10% buyer fee plus I think it was like a 0.18% service fee, and that's just on the item. So now they're doing 10% plus the shipping fee for the seller, and now the buyer's paying 3.6 for the item plus shipping too. So they are collecting more money themselves now per item. So while they're trying to, shuffle some cards here and make it seem like they're doing something for somebody, listen, we all know that's BS, and they got to make their money too. But they absolutely just raised all their fees here, and just kind of did some sleight of hand to make you think that they're doing you a favor, but all they're doing is spreading it out between two people. Oh yeah!
Wow.
Who said that?
Be careful. They're gonna dox you. They're gonna try to come after you.
Oh dang! Sorry. Rest in peace,
you know.
Oxfather. But
something happens to me, I'm gonna write a list of who gets what.
I can't believe you sold on Mercari, Mike. Like, I've always hated Mercari as a seller, because I didn't like the fact that I had to wait until the buyer got the item for me to get paid, and like, I hated that. So I've always done eBay. But as far as like the fees being on the seller and then the fees being on the buyer, I feel like that's still easy to work around. Like, when sellers do a listing, in order to get something sold, you have to take into account what the fees are going to be, what the shipping, because in your head, like, if I put shipping too high, people aren't going to buy this. Unless you just don't care and you're willing to have it listed for years and wait until some idiot finds it and just orders it. But you have to put in there fees. Like, you have to calculate fees, you have to calculate shipping, because usually you want to mark it as free shipping. You put the shipping in the price or eat on shipping. It's up to you. That's all selling tactics. But like, I hate that there's fees on both now. That doesn't make any sense to me. Like,
I don't get it.
A fee on a buyer too, as well as the seller. Like, why are we both paying fees? Like, that's just you're just grabbing money now, for no reason. It's stupid.
And the other problem with Mercari, right, is when you go to put an offer in, they pigeonhole you to a window, right? It has to be between this and that, So if you want to super lowball somebody, the system won't let you. It comes back and says your offer has to be between this and that, right? So even if you want to, try and counter what you know you're going to pay in fees as the bidder, the buyer. Sometimes you can't even get to low enough where you want. Like, because honestly, on
Is
that thing that I
set
bought
by the seller though, or is that a Mercari thing?
I think it's a percentage of the listing price.
Oh, because
so I think it's a
lets you
default
set
through Mercari. Yeah, on eBay you can set that reserve, right? But I think Mercari it's a percentage because when I sold, I never set that, but I know it was there. So,
wow.
But yeah, like I said, even on that thing that I bought, I wanted to actually go even lower on my initial thing because again I was paying I think it was $20 some in fees, plus that service fee, but it wouldn't let me. So I went with the minimum. I ended up, like I said, at the end of the day, getting it for what I initially wanted to anyway, because, the guy kind of messed around with the offer. But yeah, Mercari's not what it once was. And I went to it initially because I felt like eBay was getting kind of bloated. It was kind of hard to find a space in eBay for certain things. Mercari was still kind of fresh and new at the time, and it was easier for me to sell things.
Yeah. I think they done goofed, boys. They got bamboozled.
What if they offered like a protection plan where you could choose to pay it or not? I think that's what they should do. If they're gonna have fees for the buyers, have it like when you buy an electronic or something and you're paying for the warranty, pay for a option where it's like if you want to pay this percentage, you'll be backed on your purchase. If you don't, it's on you.
But the thing is, like, we already had this shit for free, right? Like, you didn't have to pay for this shit unless it was legit. You already had customer fucking support. You already had, like, I don't understand how the transaction could be more secure because the fucking person doesn't get the money until you get the item and you confirm that it's legit. It's like, true. You took that shit away from us, and now you're saying there's fees involved, but it's like, I don't know. I've probably been on Mercari to look for an item a dozen times in a year, where I probably would have done it like a dozen times in a week. Yeah. And however long it's been since they made this change.
Yeah, Mercari for me is like a daily thing.
Yeah.
Because you could still find really good deals. Even if you're paying all these crazy fees, there are some times where you get a good deal. Yeah. But I've had deals where I'll message the seller. They're like, hey, because some old listings are kind of old. So it's like, hey, is this still available? And they're like, oh, I'm not selling shit on Mercari until they get rid of this. So none of my stuff is,
Don't let me forget to talk about the trailer for 28 Years Later at the end of the show, please.
Okay. Yeah, so even the sellers are upset at all this stuff.
Yeah. And if you look at the Reddit, I mean, everyone's like, dude, just fucking, the way it wasn't fucking perfect, but at least you're not trying to charge a fucking buyer $50. And I genuinely don't understand why during the holiday season, like Mike said, Thursday is probably the cutoff for holiday shipping. I would imagine this is the busiest time of the year for online marketplaces. Every fucking eBay item I even look at, I'm getting like 12 emails a day of like, oh, the seller's offering you this discount or eBay's offering you this. Like, eBay is trying to get your money. I don't understand why they're waiting until January 6th to do this. To me, this seems like, all right, we fucked up. Let's fucking pull it back as soon as possible. It's kind of weird to me that they're
especially
waiting.
with Christmas coming up.
Almost a month.
My guess would be because of the reaction from the last time they did this. I think so. When they changed their fees last time, I had things listed on there that I immediately pulled every listing I had, and I know a lot of people did. So my guess is they were worried, especially to your point with this time of the year, about losing all those listings. So January 6th, it's the first Monday of the year. So that aside, I think it makes sense that they didn't just do it, starting tomorrow kind of a deal like they did last time, because I think that really fucked them.
Yeah, you're not wrong. That's actually an excellent point, Mike. Junk drawer time. We'll blow through some of these. I think we have to talk a trailer also. Joe Burrow. So this was last week. I don't recall if we covered it, but they were making, I think, 12 or 13 fully functional but not street legal Tumbler Batmobiles from the Dark Knight trilogy. Joe Burrow bought one for $3 million. Honestly, pretty good way to spend money. I don't think I can think of any better way to spend $3 million. And so I am I'm happy for him. It's funny. I actually just watched. It was, I think it might have popped up in my YouTube feed because they were selling the Batmobiles. But there's a Jay Leno on YouTube where he drives the Batmobile, and obviously that was one of the ones they used for filming. I don't know how different this would be, but that fucker drove really smooth. He's like, dude, this is just like driving, a normal car. It's just, it's just a little bigger. And he was driving on the street, so I don't know, I don't know what's to do with that. But no, Sean, the company that made these, they made them just to sell this quantity, and so Joe Burrow bought one of these. Dude, that's a huge flex, dude. That's, to me, like when you're thinking like super cool nerd purchases, this is up there for me.
He had said, because I watched the Hard Knocks where he was talking about this, I may be getting the number wrong, but I think he said he's gonna have to wait like 2-3 years before he gets it. So is this almost like a pre-order thing that they're making? Like,
was it really?
I dropped $3 million on a Batmobile. I want that shit here tomorrow.
Probably on a payment plan,
Also, Zach,
you might not be playing in
PayPal paid for.
Yeah. Also, Zach, I'm pretty sure Jay Leno has a bunch of permits and shit for all that stuff.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, they probably shut down the road for that. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this purchase. If I had $3 million, it's the first thing I would buy. Let's see here.
It's still begged for a DX19.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a DX19. First off, it's not begging, Mike. How dare you? I hope to be blessed one day. I hope the Lord, as they say, Dean, the Lord is my shepherd. You know what I'm saying? Viggo Mortensen has been asked to return as Aragorn for the Hunt for Gollum. Look, I'm gonna be honest. I love the idea, but a lot of these people, including my beloved Ian McKellen, are much, much older than they were back when they shot The Fellowship. And this movie is supposed to take place, I believe, during the first act of The Fellowship. I really don't know. Gandalf looks super fucking old in the Hobbit movies, and that was 12 years ago. I think that they're shooting a bit high for this. And not that I'm advocating for not having Viggo Mortensen return. It's just one of those things, man. It's like, I don't know if these characters need to be the focus of this movie.
Yeah, because
that's what I'm saying.
They're off doing other shit during this part of the movie. Because Gollum's already caught by the time Gandalf figures out what the ring is.
I believe this is...
Because he tells Frodo when he goes back to be like, where's the ring? And he's like, oh, it's right here. And he's like, yo, the fuck, you need to get the fuck out of here because they're looking for this guy, Gollum. And it shows him being tortured. And he's like, Baggins, Shire. And Gandalf is like, get out of here. So that part of this part of the movie, all those characters are in other places. So I don't know why you would need them. I'm not making this movie, so I don't know what kind of story they've written.
So the story is the story of Aragorn and Gandalf interrogating Gollum to find out what he told Sauron, which was like 2 words, Shire Baggins, is supposedly what the premise of this film is. It seems like, dude, I feel like you're getting into like the Hobbit territory where like you're taking a very small... It also was like Rogue One, which Rogue One was excellent, so maybe that's not a great point, but you're taking one line of a paragraph and turning that into a whole movie, or extrapolating that to a whole film. And in this case, you're taking 2 words, Shire Baggins, and trying to make... I don't know, I just really don't like it.
Is that canonical, that Aragorn and Gandalf
I believe...
spoke to Gollum?
Well, yes, because... In the Fellowship, remember, it's made clear that they know that's what he told them.
So this is in between when Gandalf is in that tower.
Well, is
to
the
when
book
they meet up with Aragorn in
or rather
the Prancing Pony.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's look it up.
In the books, I mean that's a like a 10-year span or something, right?
It's like 18 years in the book. Yeah, it's a huge amount of time.
So there's plenty of stuff there, but does it really need to be explored?
It's not very clear in the movie, but in the movie it's not meant to. It looks like it's not 18 years, but in the book, when Mark told me that, I was like, you're fucking crazy. And I had to go back and read the book, and he was correct.
I'm excited for more Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, because Frodo's like 50 years old by the time he leaves the Shire.
Jesus.
Okay, so this is from Google, so nothing on the internet is not true. Gollum told Sauron that Gandalf questioned Gollum pretty thoroughly. He said it took a long time, and Gollum's testimony was almost impossible to wade through, but he gleaned that Gollum had mentioned the Shire and Baggins among many other things. So there's that. I feel like we just talked about this last week. George R. R. Martin says he doesn't know if he will ever finish The Winds of Winter. A lot of people are already writing obituaries for me. They're saying, oh, he'll never be finished. Maybe they're right. I don't know. I'm alive right now. And I had to Google this, Dean, about what's taken this guy so long. And apparently it's like he's so into his own lore that every time he tries to undo something, he introduces new lore that the people on Reddit are saying, like, he then wants to spend like chapters upon chapters going into this new lore. And it never, it's kind of like the cycle where it never wraps up. And in the books, they're saying like where the last book ended, like I think Khaleesi just barely decided to cross the sea, which is like, there's still a whole other book in addition that needs to be finished. And it's like, there's no way all this is going to be wrapped up. A lot of people were saying that, maybe the film or the TV show ending was the true ending, and he's kind of spooked off that no one liked it. I think the craziest part about this is that a lot of these Reddit threads that I was reading are like 8 years old, and they're saying like, oh, like hopefully we'll have news next year. And it's like, well, 8 years later, it's definitely not news.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Jon is still dead in the books.
Yeah, Jon Snow is still dead in the last book.
Yeah. Yeah, this kind of reminds me of Gabe Newell from Valve, the guys who run Steam. People have been wanting a part 3 to Half-Life for, decades at this point. And he always says the same thing because people like to make fun of him because he's a big, chubby, fucking white guy. And he's like, every time somebody makes fun of my weight, I'm going to postpone the game for another year. And it's like, is it really because of that? Or is it because you're afraid to, because Half-Life is such an important part of some people's, gaming experience. Like, can you ever satisfy those people? Like, it's almost gotten so big that nothing you do is ever going to be good enough, which can scare off, some people. So I feel like, it's kind of the same thing with George R. Martin. It's like,
I don't know. I feel like a lot of these guys are what do they call it when you're a homebody? And they don't like, the reason they create these stories in their head is they don't like people anyway. So I feel like the more popular he gets and the more people critique his stuff, he's like, fuck these guys, like, I don't need to,
I think you guys are onto something.
What if he
has it? Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, because that's also a fair point, because just recently, the guy, let me get his name. The guy who created Nier Automata, they recently turned it into an anime. And Yoko Taro. And Yoko Taro was involved in the adaptation from video game to anime. And he was like, I want to put in this, it's a sex scene between two of the characters. And the anime studio was like, no, that's not what these characters would do. And it's like, excuse me, it's my fucking story, my fucking characters. I know what they would do. Like, for someone to critique the creator on what is and isn't, something, it's like, fuck you, it's my story. This is exactly how it should go because I decided it. Who the fuck are you to tell me? I've sold, all these fucking books because people like what I'm saying, not what you're saying. So, like, I kind of get it.
Yeah, I could see that he sees how fandom is these days and how divided everything is with, pretty much all these popular IPs. I wouldn't be shocked if he has these books already written and he's just like, all right, well, when I die, maybe they get released. I'll be dead by then. Who cares? Yeah, he's probably what it is, where he's just like, yeah, why would I finish it and then just get critiqued after all these years when, people still have a fondness for at least the books and certain parts of the show as well.
Yeah, I think it's just funny we talked about this literally. What was the context that we talked about this? I don't recall.
The same thing, I think.
Yeah, Charlie says entitled fans. I think on one hand, Charlie, I think you're correct, but on the other hand, it's like there are people that spent a lot of money to read these books, to go to these conventions, to support this property, and I think I'm not saying you have a responsibility to do it, but at least to be sure if you're not able to finish it that someone will. Yeah, and I hope that there's a contingency plan for that, because I mean there are people that Dean, I don't remember, but like when The Office was wrapping up, like around that time they were talking about, like, you're right, it was for the show, but I think it's a real thing. Like there are college courses where you could learn the languages, like it's a whole thing.
People,
right? It's not just
too much of their lives into these things.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Says the guys who stream every Tuesday night about dolls.
Goddamn right.
But I mean, Zach, we saw it with Kentaro Miura, right? I mean, he passed away very suddenly, and that manga has been going on since the 80s. People have been following the story for decades, 30-something years, and he dies, and it's like, well, what the fuck, man? Like,
yeah, but in this case, though, is it? I mean, it's obviously not quite the same,
Right, this dude's just writing it. Kentaro Miura was writing it and drawing it.
Well, no, not necessarily that, but was
he still alive?
Was he actively?
Oh yeah.
Sorry, so he was actively putting out new content. In this case, it's been something like 13 years since the last book. Right, and George R. R. Martin is like, oh, well, I'm gonna work on this. I'm gonna do this show and this show.
Yeah, the show, and then Elden Ring.
I'm gonna do my blog, and it's like, dude, fucking.
You're not wrong. Well, Kentaro Miura did take like 10 years off at one point.
Okay, well, fuck that guy then.
But right before he died, he had put out a chapter.
Like, but didn't he have an understudy though?
Yeah, they're gonna continue it, like you said. Like there needs to be something in place.
Isn't it a quote that life is beautiful because it ends?
Yeah,
like things are beautiful because they end.
Yeah, but if it
but it needs to end.
Yeah, but do people think that this is gonna continue forever? Though is what I'm saying.
No. The point is, George R. R. Martin has always said Winds of Winter, and then I think it's Dreams of Summer. Those are the last two books in the series. So the series has always had a finite. Like the series is ending with that book, but he still hasn't written the penultimate book. He's like said he's gotten some stuff done, but it's not done yet.
This guy is rich now, so I think he's spending most of his time with hookers.
I mean, it's also like an older guy, right? So it's like, maybe he doesn't want to write anymore. But at that point, it's like, then give it to somebody else, because I mean, there are thousands of millions of people that want.
Don't do that. That's just then you're gonna have Star Wars all over again.
Yeah. Marvel
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Not wrong.
Yeah, but in that case, though, if that's the case, though, first off, that story was finished as far as we knew. But it's like, would you rather have no Star Wars ever after episode 3?
Yes.
Then that's it, just forever?
Forever.
I wouldn't take that deal.
In fact, that's how I feel about it now. There is nothing after that.
You don't like Andor?
You imagine? He famously dislikes it, yeah.
Marvel Rivals hit 10 million players in just 3 days. That's right. Yeah, coincidentally, Overwatch also at its lowest concurrent player count ever this week. So a lot of people think those have to do with each other. Let's see, what else do we have here?
Quickly, though, that's how you do a launch, though, right? Like they launch with not a bunch of bugs, Really, I've only heard like mostly smooth things about the process. A lot of characters, really accessible. Like I'm not really into online games, but I've jumped in and played a few games and it's fun. And yeah, like and basically
Free to play.
cosmetic. Yeah, free to play with cosmetic upgrades if you want them. You don't have to spend money to play, which is I don't know. I feel like this was a perfect launch for a lot of, and we'll see if it has longevity. But this is really the roadmap on how to do it.
Yeah, because we just saw Concord fail miserably. It was a $50 game, which is the same fucking shit, a hero shooter. But the character designs of this game are really good. Characters that people already love that they want to be. It's free to play. And hey, buy some cool skins. You know, the game's already free, so throw us a bone if you want. You don't have to. I think Marco hit the nail on the head. This is how you do it. Because everyone was like, oh, hero shooters are dead after Concord. Concord was just too late because, you know, it's fucking 10 years after Overwatch and people are just sick of them. And it's like, well, are they? Fucking 10 million players in 3 days? No, they just did it right.
There we go.
Yeah. Let's see, what else do we have here? Sony's Spider-Man villain spin-off universe is dead. Kraven the Hunter will be the final film in the SUMC universe for now. What does that even mean?
Sony
Universal Monster Come.
Monster Come?
I don't know. So what is the universe then? Venom, Kraven, Morbius. And Madam Web?
I guess.
Madam Web a villain? That's a who's who right there.
It was dead after Venom, so.
Yeah. You're not wrong, dude. Well, I don't know. Morbius came out twice in theaters.
Kraven looks really good.
We were all
at the
busy
same
that
time,
weekend.
I was excited for Morbius, and that turned out shitty. So.
Yeah, this
really
tells
good
you what
is
they
crazy.
think about Kraven if they're
It
killing
looks
the whole
really
fucking
good,
thing
dude.
before it's even out.
You got Aaron Taylor Johnson as Kraven. You got what's his name as his dad. I'm
Russell
blanking on
Crowe.
his name.
That
Russell
guy.
Crowe. And the gore in it and the movement, it looks pretty sick.
It looks interesting, at least. I don't know about really good, but I definitely
Didn't
want
you
to
like
see
Joker
It's
too?
no
motherfucker?
Wicked.
Yeah, I
no
did
Wicked.
because it was different. It was weird.
It's no Wicked.
Like,
Yeah, it was bad.
That's right.
Wicked.
Oh man, it was a masterpiece. But it's no Wicked. Jesus, go collect your
I
dolls.
watched that movie twice already.
Wow.
Okay, Marco,
But
you fucking...
no, I have to say, like I heard other speculation that they were pulling screenings of Kraven. I can't confirm that, but like having less screenings of Kraven, so it seems like there's not a lot of faith here. And then someone on Twitter did, just like at the end of Deadpool and Wolverine, the time of your life kind of montage. They did it with this universe, and that was pretty great. So,
Oh no.
R.I.P.
Hey,
and
Marco,
peace.
do you like Kraven?
I'm not Ben.
Oh, he almost had me with that
As
one.
much as I like Goblin.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, man, that would have been great. That would have been great. Almost, man.
I hope you
I
can
was-
see that on
was like,
on the stream, my realization of what was about to happen.
Oh, go back and check
Wow.
the tape because I missed it.
Let's go back and check the tape.
I don't know if you can see it, but like I felt like my face gave it away. I was like, oh no.
Let's see. How do I... Oh, man.
Yeah,
Hey, Marco,
peace.
do you like Kraven? How dare you? You fucking sandbag me. Oh boy. we got our 2024 Spotify Wrapped, and I got a bone to pick with Spotify. For the listeners, I don't actually use Spotify, so I didn't get one. But Marco had this thing where it's like this full AI generated podcast that sounds not perfect, but God, I would say probably within a year, 2 years, that's really scary.
It was
How
scary,
good that
yeah.
sounded. For like a free thing that they probably generated for millions of people, that's fucking crazy. At any rate, some notable statistics. Now this is just on Spotify. Plus 43% listeners gained, plus 94% streams, plus 23% followers, 64% new listeners this year.
Hey.
Top podcast for 15 fans, top number one podcast for 5. Average rating of 5 stars and 11 countries streamed to. Oh, thank you. 28 years later. Yes. So yeah, I'm really proud of our Spotify statistics. Now, these are just Spotify.
Yeah.
I'm very, very proud. Very proud of this.
That is very cool. 11 countries.
Yeah.
You love to see it.
Shout out to
There you go.
Lithuania, number 1.
There we go. So what movie is it called? 28 years? 28 weeks? 28 days?
20 years?
28
Yeah,
years.
it's days, weeks, and now years. Shouldn't that be
28
months?
years later after the events of 28 weeks later.
Didn't care about that one.
Wow. The rage viruses return, and a group of survivors must face a world ravaged by the hordes of the infected. I'm going to be honest. I don't think I've seen these movies.
Yeah,
I don't think I've seen
I
them.
couldn't get
I've never
them.
seen them.
We should watch one of them sometime.
28
Well, we don't do
weeks
that anymore.
later.
Backstage?
Is that the original? Yeah, that one's pretty
I like
great.
Backstage.
Actually.
28 days
viewings.
later. 28 days later.
28 days
Is
later.
James
okay.
Franco
28
in
days
those?
later is great.
No, isn't
that's,
it Karen Gillan or whatever his name is?
It's
No,
Cillian Murphy.
Cillian
Yeah,
Murphy.
Cillian Murphy,
is in
sorry.
The trailer.
Definitely Karen.
Karen
No,
Gillan.
I-
is
Karen
fucking
Gillan.
Nebula.
I do want to
Nebula.
watch them. I just haven't watched them. But in the chat, are you guys in the chat? Is the chat excited
piling
for
up.
28 years later?
It's too real of a title for me. My entire life.
Yeah, bro,
is
I
like
lived
28
through this
days
practically,
later.
dude. I lived through COVID,
28
bro. I fucking 28.
I think,
I was gonna say
I
this
think
whole
all of us
concept-
lived through it.
28
This whole
stimuluses
concept of
later.
an outbreak and then surviving it and it coming back later is really
didn't survive.
horrific, and prefer not to think about that.
Dude, I bought what is that? Patient Zero movie or something like that? One of the outbreak movies.
Oh,
Right before COVID was a thing, like literally like the week or month before. I still haven't been able to watch it because it's like, bro, dude, that was a scary time. Like, you know, I know there are
lived it.
people that will poo-poo COVID, but dude, I don't want to die. You know, I know that there's people that we knew that died. That's
I knew a guy that
that's
died.
nothing to joke about. That's
Did we
crazy
know a
stuff,
guy who
man.
died? I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't remember.
Anyways, the trailer.
Yeah. Do you guys want to watch the trailer? I guess I haven't seen. I don't
Segue.
know what I'm looking at, but
I haven't watched it yet,
Outbreak.
honestly.
That's the
I
one
need
that
to-
I saw. Yeah, because I think
Outbreak
they ate
is
the pork.
great. That is a
Here we go.
great movie.
Yeah, that one I couldn't watch. I'm too scared. What are we looking up? 28 years later. Here we go.
We'll look it up 28 years later.
Here we go. Official trailer. Ooh, I kind of like the music already. Let's turn that down a little bit.
It's Sony. I'm out.
Yeah, we'll be watching this in
Is this part of the
2052.
Sony Universal Monster Come universe? Is this the same thing?
Oh, God.
Oh, God,
I'm
it is.
in.
Auntie, what's going on?
Jimmy, sit still, keep quiet, and do not move from this spot.
Damn, they got me hooked, bro.
Why is there so many white girls?
Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
That was Dean's Church, by the way.
7, 6, 11,
Jesus Christ.
5, 9 and 20 miles today, 4, 11, 17, 32 the day before. Boot, 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 moving up and down again. There's no discharge in the war. Don't.
Damn,
I'm
that's
sold.
pretty fucking good, dude.
I don't need to see shit else. The vibe is already there. Is that Craven?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Moving up and down
Oh, it is Craven.
Oh, really?
Jesus.
It is, yeah.
What
It's a
trailer are we
crossover.
watching right now?
28 years. Yeah, the Spider-Man ad.
There's no discharge in the war.
You can tell these guys are British.
It's got a real The Road vibe to it, obviously, right?
Eyes
Oh, shit.
drop,
It's
they will
emotional.
get the top of you.
God of War?
Oh, Lord.
Boom, boom, moving up and down again. There's no discharge in the war.
That's scary, bro.
Try to think of something different.
Voldemort?
Bro, he's a
It really
Odysseus.
was, huh? Rafe?
Yeah.
Oh,
Everyone
yeah.
said that's
Oh.
Cillian Murphy right there.
That is him, bro. Look, you can't
Wow.
tell.
It's Oppenheimer.
7, 6, 11, 5, 4,
Damn, that looks pretty fucking good.
That does look pretty good.
How much
Trevor
of
wants
the
a shooter. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. No, please.
I was just gonna say he's saying great trailer doesn't give the whole film away, which, God, trailers these days really do. That was perfect. You gave us a vibe,
Darth
and that's it.
Yeah, whatever the fuck they got playing in the background is chilling, dude. The whole thing, I was like, what the fuck is this person saying, dude?
Yeah, there's no chance I don't have a panic attack during this movie, though.
Yeah, but you have panic attacks all the time. So
that is
bro. I
do too.
I almost had a panic attack during World War Z with Brad Pitt, where he injects himself with the what does he give himself, like smallpox or something? And he like
so
he starts like walking out. Oh my god, dude! I was like,
dude. Yeah,
that movie is sick.
Yeah, it was a great movie.
Great book too.
Yeah, you could tell this takes place in England because nobody had guns.
Last of Us vibes, like the show, because of him and the kid, and I look good. Honestly, I had no interest in this. I haven't even seen that trailer, and after that trailer, I want to watch it.
That's pretty fucking good, dude.
Yeah.
Zombie Outbreak wouldn't last that long in America.
Can someone look up where the other movies are streaming? Right?
I'll look it up, Zach. And really quickly, Eddie. Yeah, no, totally.
No, they'll be shot immediately.
Last of Us was definitely
California. We throw teas.
Dude, Last of Us was so good too.
But totally inspired by The Road, right? Which is like a father-son. Like the moment I saw that, I was like, oh, this is okay. They're going fully there, which is always an interesting concept.
This is also 28 years later from the first movie releasing, right?
Oh,
I believe
that
so. Yeah.
That's the whole gimmick behind it.
That movie's 28 years old. There's no way.
I think so. I think I heard that.
I'd believe it honestly. That the previous film was a while ago.
Yeah, Charlie, I'm not buying a Blu-ray. Not in
years
2024, bro.
Because I'm 36, so
from 28 days from that one. Yeah, it came out in 2002. So we're not there.
Okay, we're a little.
But
short.
maybe in the film it's based. But maybe in the film it's based in 28 years later.
I'm not seeing where it's streaming, Zach. So.
Yeah, I don't see the first one. Let's see.
When does it come out?
28 weeks later is on Hulu, though. Yeah. 28 days later, though. I don't know. Let's see here. This Thursday, 8:30 p.m. London time, I believe that's about 2:30 Central Standard Time, OFAC is coming back to CW. They're going to be a monthly program from here on out, but this will be their Christmas / end of 2024 episode.
This is the real 28 years later.
Yeah, so if you can go show your love and support to Ian and Pete, that would be great. To show some love to them.
I never thought I'd miss a British man this much in my life.
Wow.
I'm jonesing for the word cunt.
Wow. What a great sentence. Yeah, I'm here for it. Let's see here, Dean. Can we give a shout out to the Patreonies, please? Oh, that would be such a cool line. The British are coming. Why didn't we think of that?
Damn.
Why didn't we fucking sticker?
Yeah, give a quick shout out to Captain Fordo, Ian CB, Renee Mendez, Eric Mariscal, Quinn Aguirre, King Louis, Mark Pearson, Paul Schreiber, Equan, Chris Valencerina, Ben Thomas, David Jones, Sam Giss, Noel Bretta, Thomas Clark, Eric Switzer, Six Guns, Figs, Billy Badfish, Joe Chutbeeks, Corpus, Luke Skywalker, Sweet Danny Lee, Deanie Martin, Big Old Fern, Cesar Marquin, Mark Phillips, Lisa Martin Bomansky, Victor Gregorio, Ricardo Valdez, Jose CZ, Alan Morgan, Tukothri Awa, Derek B, Aries Portillo, Alvin J, Mario Delgado, Arelis Delgado, Toy Cartel, Sith Scale Collector, Jared G, Alberto Cortez, Big Rib, Trevor Weed, Darren Ilderton, Matt Clevenger, Dalmaton, Stephen Percha, Sean Usby, Scott Bradley, Steve and Maria Stanley, Eddie Manzanares, Louis Bennett, Chip Perrin, Exodus, Abe Dunk TV, and GG, the Judgmental. Wow. Bunch of sweet angels.
There we go. There we go. Thank you guys for supporting us on Patreon. patreon.com/collectingweekly. Let's see, where's my button? There it is. The November, December Patreon benefits. Here, I'll actually show them to you. They just arrived this past weekend. Look at this, Dean. Look at this action here. Look at what it just dropped. Look at this right here. Bam.
Sexy.
Look at that glitter, bro.
Quacker Zacks.
Quacker Zacks, baby. Go Ducks. Let's see here. That's the Patreon benefits. The tier start at $5 for the digital tier, $7.50 for the stickers sent straight to your door and access to Ox After Dark replay. The $15 certified crispy certificate and the $25 What a Guy tier, which is doubles of everything we send. Looking at our YouTube, a quack addict, there you go. Looking at our YouTube channel membership, we have Absolute Erwin, Alvin J, Amanda Dobbs, Andrew Gibo, Benjamin Hansen, Big Old Fern, Bob Dylan, CC3PO, Chris V, CT603, DJ, Daminator, Doc Smizzle, Equan, Fat Batman, Gare Bear, Good Old Spotchka, Gotham Cenobites, Justin Sports Cards, Jared G, LV Avenger 702, Mark Pearson, Mike L, Eddie Money Mendez, OG Fan, OMFG Rick, 1-6 Figure Focus, Paul Schreiber, Philip the Fool, S Beam, Sam Gist, Scarlord, SpongeBob SquareBall, Sunnyvale Russ, The Ben Thomas Show, Toy Mafia, and Exodus. You can become a YouTube channel member for 99 cents if you're on our Patreon, or $2.99 if you are not for the Peanut Gallery tier. We also have a TeePublic, and looking at the network, we have After Dark tomorrow at 10:30. Believe it's OFAC and Small Talk double feature on Thursday. It shouldn't happen next year, but with the holidays and everything, it's just kind of how it had to work out this month. Just another Friday night on Fridays, and yeah, I don't think we have any Pokemon pack openings planned, so that should be our schedule for the end of the week. I think next Monday we're also going to do a double feature live unboxing, so stay tuned for that. Do you have any shout outs? I don't have any shout outs I want to give.
Shout out Ben, we missed him. I don't know where the hell he's at. But
It was traveling. He's safe traveling.
Yeah, safe traveling, that guy.
I thought he said he would be here though. That's what I read.
Hopefully his thing's all right. He's traveling.
He said he would be landing, like he would
traveling.
be back, but he wasn't going to join.
Okay, reading comprehension is not my strong suit.
Shout out to Billy Badfish. Wasn't feeling great today, but he was active in the chat.
Who's that?
Billy Badfish.
Your boy Billy Badfish.
Oh, Dorito. Okay.
Dorito.
Our
How
favorite
dare you?
Canadian.
What? He likes Doritos.
I don't know if he's my favorite Canadian. I like him and Ben the same.
He's
amount,
everybody's favorite Canadian.
which is
Sorry,
not a lot, to be honest.
He's Ben's favorite Canadian.
You're right.
There you go.
Shout out to my little brother. It's his birthday on Thursday.
Shout out to
I don't know if he watches anymore.
Mondo?
But in case he is. No, Bo, my youngest brother.
Bo. Bo's in the house.
Yeah,
There you go.
he's turning 18, so I'm officially old.
Oh wow, 18. There you
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow,
Taking him to a strip
happy
club, right?
birthday.
Yeah. It's not Texas, so we can't go to the strip
go.
Wow. I will be on Will Foxification's show on Friday, so shout out Will. Come catch me over there. Come hang out. And shout out Zach.
Wow.
Zach's a good guy, and I love
I
him.
do.
Zach is a good guy.
I give him
Which
all
Zach
shit.
are we talking about?
This one
Ox.
right here.
Oh.
Zach's
The
my man,
Ox
Zach?
father.
The only Zach? I honestly don't know another Zach.
What did I get a shout out for? What did I do?
I just love you.
Wow.
You're a good guy.
Christ is Lord. That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
Look at this. Look at this car I found today.
You found it?
My car. Well, now.
Oh,
Hobby Lobby.
nice, dude.
But it has the Hellcat.
Is it
It's pretty close.
Is it a Hot Wheel?
Let's see.
It looks too nice to be a
Looks
Hot
like
Wheel.
a Hot Wheel.
Or is it
Auto
a green
World.
light?
No, it's called Auto
Oh.
World. But this fucking thing, the hood is supposed to open, and I can't fucking get it open, and I scratched it a little bit. It's fucking pissing me off.
Man.
Pisses
You hate
me
to
off.
see it.
Yeah, it made me angry. Made me angry. Wow, shout out to Dean, I guess. Yeah, wow, great guy. I'm proud of Dean because... Well, no, I didn't... What the hell? I wasn't done yet. Jesus Christ. Reverse shout out to Mike. I'm proud of Dean because, he's doing a very brave thing. If you know, you know. And,
Vasectomy?
yeah. Well, I don't know what a vasectomy is.
Transitioning?
But, no.
None of those things.
No. You have to watch After Dark to know. Anyways, yeah. Do we have any more shout outs? Shout out to all the. There was a crazy. I can't really talk about it. I've been advised not to speak about it.
That's a good shout out.
There was a. Oh, hang on, Mike. Fuck. Whose show is this? When you have your own show, you can interrupt as much as you like.
It's Dean's show.
Whoa!
Wow! It's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
It's just as much my show as that.
That's crazy, Mike. Mike, do you know who was asking about you the other day?
I'm afraid to ask.
Yeah.
No one.
Well, yeah, exactly, no one. Anyway, so
That was craven.
So,
Poor Mike. He's a good guy.
it was a crazy
he's
situation that happened, and boy, I had so many people message me, make sure everything was okay, report some very nasty things that were said on the internet about me, and I appreciate that. I literally had like probably 20 people that messaged me, was like, "Hey, is everything good? Do you need anything?" It was wild, bro. I probably can't even talk about it tomorrow, but it was wild. The craziest thing.
Kind of stuff makes me scared to be on the internet. We
I'm
don't have to
surprised
get
nothing
into
happened
everything
tonight.
that happened, but yeah, like when I saw that, I was like, this is why. Like I know Marco talks about it sometimes, like being on the internet, and I never really think about it. And when I saw that, I was like, dude, I don't want to be. This is why I shouldn't piss people off.
It gave me cause for pause for a bit. I was like, dude, I want to keep doing these vlogs, but I think when people behave like that, I think the worst thing that you could do is, like, it's kind of like Dean, like after, this is not the same at all, but like after like horrible terror attack events, it's like, well, we could change our way of life, or we could just go on doing what we're doing and not let them ruin, what our way of life. Yeah. And so, yeah, shout out to everyone. Like, so many people reached out. It really meant a lot to me. So everything's fine. I don't think anything too crazy is going to happen, but definitely a bit more on guard.
We'll talk about
it after the show. But yeah, it was basically X-Man. That's pretty much exactly what happened, and threatening other things. So yeah, it was shout out to the SAPD also. I love those guys. Big fans. I was like, let me do a ride along. They're like, no. Anyways,
you're like, but I got to challenge content.
Yeah, I was like,
did you tell them about OXPD?
That's why I was I'm somewhat of an officer myself.
Somewhat.
Anyways, yeah, shout out to everyone that checked in on me. Puppy's doing great. We took him to Petco today, and he wanted to be a big boy and walk around the store. He did so good. Met all these dogs. It was so cute. I didn't have my camera, but it was real cute. Would have been a cute vlog. But anyways, love you guys. Be safe. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 10:30 for After Dark, and we'll catch you on the next episode.
Bye.